comments today, so I can focus on the other shit. We're going live.
So
we're live. We're live.
One thing that like today we're gonna co-pilot. So there's something that you need to know about co-piloting, and you before you press the go live button, you always have to announce it. Because if I press the go live button and you press the go live button at the same time, then the stream gets canceled and we got to spin it up again. And that's not cool, man. It's not cool. So welcome to the first co-pilot episode of The Edge of Obscurity, but with Corey, with Sean and Jimmy D. Corey.
Sorry. We gave Jimmy some permissions today. He's allowed to do some things. We'll see what he comes up with.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything. You guys are the flair. I'm just a distraction to the flair.
I never know where this show's gonna go, but today we've got an action-packed show. I know that burst of energy is gonna be here. The Noble Rabbit, a fellow Canadian.
Yeah, I've actually never met him, so I'm kind of excited about that. There's a lot of cool Canadians in the crypto space.
Yeah, isn't it? One thing I've noticed, I don't know. I mean, this is the crypto space, and now the NFT space, which I guess falls under the crypto space. But Canadians and Australians, way more than you'd think you'd come across. Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's because we're smart. We're savvy, and we live like in non-necessarily local places, more localized places that we've got more time to throw into it. But yeah, some of the best known crypto people that I know from Canada, they live in like weird random outback places, like in cabins in the forest, in small towns. What happened there?
Does StreamYard allow it? Does it do it to where the person that's talking do you have to toggle between the two video feeds? Yeah, if you start talking now, will it give you the full face shot or no?
Yeah, I think no, I guess not. I guess it doesn't do that. I don't know. Oh yeah, it does. It just takes a bit of a delay.
No, so, yeah, I clicked it on the bottom. Solo layout. So you got to kind of jump back and forth. We need a producer.
You're a fan of that, really? See, I'm more of a fan of this style with the background.
Yeah, but I was watching Rogan podcast on Spotify, and I noticed they go back and forth.
I think it's not. I think it honestly, I think it would be better if both of you and I had a green screen. Like when Adam does it on your channel, when Adam Carswell does it that way, and everyone has a green screen, it looks pretty slick. But we're just sitting in our apartments, and it's
so we need we need a matching yacht. We need to each be on our own yacht with the green screen, and then we can. I don't know. We just put a plain background. I like it. We should try that. Funny, Jillian Godsill. God bless that woman, but she got a green screen, okay, and it was this circle that she attached to her chair. Yeah. The problem was, for one, she never actually used the green screen, so she just had a circle on her chair that you could see her turning. And then for two, it wasn't, the green screen didn't fill the frame. Right. So you had a green screen, but then it'd be bleeding through. I always thought that was funny.
Jen on our channel did that for a while. She had a green screen. So she was just sitting in front of a green sheet. And I was like, I mean, I guess that's cool. I mean,
let me put out the form. I hope I'm doing this right. We're gonna grab the link to the form and put it out because we're gonna give away some Finney coins. What do you have lined? What's the big Jimmy D giveaway lineup today?
I mean, honestly, I'm a little bit tapped out, but I did pick up a bunch of. I did pick up a bunch of oxymoron clear vinyls. I'll give some of those away. I basically fully depleted my NFT, Upliftium, and Wax Supply all in one day. today, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I decided that I was going to try to get the gold membership, and then I got about halfway to the gold membership, and I was like, I don't know if I want to get this anymore, because like I'm basically going to have to kill my whole Upliftium sync to be able to do that. And it's like, well, I'm halfway there. Fuck it. So I'll go for it. So yeah, I did it. In the end, I finally got it. But yeah, I need to go back into my Wax account now, and I need to figure out some stuff to sell. Actually, if I'm honest,
I don't know how I feel about this clean shaven Jimmy. You could have at least left a landing strip or something. You know?
Man, Jimmy don't do landing. Jimmy don't do landing strips, man. Jimmy's a full-on beard, or he's like, you know, there's a shadow there. You just can't see.
When's the last time you've shaved like this?
I would probably say last summer, actually.
Wow. And do you like trim? Do you like, when you have the beard, do you do like a beard trimmer, or what's the?
I have a pair of scissors.
Oh, those of you, oh my God, I need an EOS wallet. We're definitely going to be doing more Wax Finney coin giveaways than EOS. We're probably going to do all Wax today, to be honest. So I wouldn't worry about it. Just put in your Wax address. Well,
yeah, I mean, but it's so humid here. Like, I mean, we had this conversation off air, right? Like you said, in Miami, it's really humid too. But it's just so humid here that like my beard's pretty full, like it's pretty big. And like actually, when I took it off, my skin was all like blotchy, like for the first day. You know, it was really like, because it gets so sweaty. And then of course wearing a mask, you know, out and about. Even though I don't go out and about that much, wearing a mask just makes it all the worse. So I just like I just had to get rid of it, and I was like, so it's. But if you look at my Eden, NFT, my Eden NFT actually has no beard, and I put that up before I shaved my beard. But I was like, I can almost guarantee you that by next week when we have to go, you know, for round one, I'm not gonna have a beard, because like I can't almost deal with it today. So I was like, I reached back and I found an old picture of me being way more skinny than I am now, because I got, you know, the corona, the corona, you know, antibody fitness going on.
Oh yeah. What do you do? I mean, you don't really look like the type of person that hits the gym, but do you like at least walk briskly on a daily basis? Are you getting outside? Are you getting vitamin D?
I fucking hate the gym, man. The gym, I hate the gym. I hate running. Like I'm actually quite an active person. Like if I'm like biking, no problem. I don't mind cycling if I've got somewhere to go. It like playing soccer, love playing soccer. It's great. Like playing sports, you know, volleyball, things like that. It's great. Badminton, even like volleyball, even playing catch. It's great. But like running just drives me mad. Like going to a gym and like pumping weights drives me mad, which is funny. Like because I just don't see a point in doing those things, right? So like if I have friends to be active with, and I'm pretty active, like stand up paddleboarding, I love, like surfing, and not so much because I have like a salt allergy, but yeah, like ironically enough, funnily enough, my first year at university, I actually studied kinesiology because I wanted to be like a sports therapist, but I dropped out. 6 months in because I didn't want to do it anymore because my
you couldn't cut it.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry for my language, but for all the Australians out there, my professor was a complete and utter twat. She was such a freaking, like, she just like it goes back to that transgender conversation that you and I had 2 or 3 weeks ago about the Olympics, right? And like her thing was like, okay, women should be allowed to play in the NFL, and this is what you need to write your final paper on, and you need to argue that it's okay. And I'm like, I think we covered this story on that show, so I won't go back into it again. But I was just like, I'm done. You know, she's like, well, what are you going to do? I'm not going to sign your paper. You can't come back here anymore. And I'm just like, God, just sign my freaking paper. She's like, well, I'm not going to sign your paper. Like, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to go and I'm going to study fucking philosophy. All right. Like, are you happy? She's like, you're not going to get a job with philosophy. I'm like, I just sign the paper. Like, seriously, like, you don't, you know.
So, yeah, running. you know, I like working out, but I've always done CrossFit. Why? Because it's more like a sport, you know, it's like competitive working out, which is kind of dumb when you think about it. Like CrossFit, I love it, but like I had to go through the whole back injury and like come out of that and like actually slow down and like figure out the movements rather than just force my way through them. But it's a pretty dumb concept when you give a bunch of people weights, right? Like bunch of people barbells, and you're having them do like Olympic lifts, which take years to learn. And you're just like, here, and there's all this testosterone, and then you blast the music and you put a timer, right? Like how many reps can you do? And it's pretty dumb, but it's hard as fuck, right? And so you start off and you learn and you get a lot stronger really fast, and like the cardio's killer, but then you injure your back, right? Usually deadlifting, L5S1 injury, super common. And then you either quit, right? Because you're like, this is too dangerous, I'm just always hurt. Or you stick with it and then you figure out how to like move properly, and you work on the movements, and you kind of tuck your ego away for a little bit. So when you are working out, you're not worried about the person next to you who's obviously cheating and like giving themselves more reps. You're more focused on just like doing good movements and getting better. And then I think it becomes a good way to work out, because at that point it's like a sport. But it's just a battle against yourself. Look, I hate running probably as much as you do, and I hate swimming even more than running. You think running is boring? Go swim laps. Okay.
Yeah. So I actually, so my second job of all time, you know, when I was younger, I was actually a lifesaver, and I used to be a lifeguard, and I used to be, you know, on the swim team and race. So I've swum a lot of laps in my history.
Oh, so, swimmer.
I don't mind it. I'm more of like a natural swimming pool type of guy. But because the chlorine,
wait, what do you mean?
I have an allergy to chlorine, so it bothers me.
Okay. You do? Like what happens? You get all puffy?
I look like I've been doing a lot of coke. My eyes get really red and puffy and like bloodshot.
Yeah. We have a saltwater chlorinator in my pool, so supposedly, I mean, it's less maintenance. It ends up costing the same amount as if you had to buy like a jug of chlorine every week, because here it's hot like that.
I wonder. Yeah, my skin always gets really itchy with salt water, so I don't know how that would be.
But like once a year, I put like a bunch of salt in the pool, and then it has these like metal cells, and the water goes through it, like turns it into chlorine. The difference is it's supposedly better for your skin, and it definitely is. But again, it's about like I balance my pool. I get the pH. You know, I'm real anal about the pool balance. I'm like testing it twice a week, and like, you know, I've got it down though. I just know what to do every week. But it's about like if you get the pH right, even if there's a lot of chlorine, but you have allergy, that's different. You know, it's not going to be that bad on your eyes, whatever. But the difference with like the saltwater chlorinator that I have, that's constantly just like trickling out a little chlorine, than compared if you put like liquid chlorine.
Yeah, like the buckets of sin. Right?
Yeah, when they do that, the chlorine spikes, like it goes real high, and that can fuck people up. Whereas this slow drip of chlorine with the saltwater chlorinator, it never spikes, so it's just it's better.
Well, I'll have to try it, because I'm thinking like I've got these grand plans for my future, and like part of them involve your pool, because I got to get in shape. So like I've just been thinking, I'm like, you know, I've been thinking about adding new shows to our network, like to tap into the Australian kind of side of things and the West Coast side of things, because we're primarily, you know, EST. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll just like add some new shows. And whenever I add new shows, I'm always thinking about like catchy titles. I know you are too, right? Like if you look at your podcasters, right?
We have Taylor now. We have Taylor.
I didn't know Taylor had a show. That's great.
No, he does. He doesn't have a show. I'm saying to come up with catchy titles. Oh,
I see. Yeah. So anyway, my catchy title was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna like in the shed with Jimmy D. I'll just come live in your shed.
Yeah.
And I was just like in the shed with Jimmy D. And then like the first half of the show, I'll just complain that like my wife and daughter get to live in the house and I'm stuck in the fucking shed.
I told my wife about how we were talking about like how she'd react if you just showed up, and I was showing her like I was showing her a picture of you. As it was me, that picture that was going around, me taking a shot or about to take a shot, and you looking like I don't know what you were doing.
That was a pretty bad photo.
Yeah, of me, it was actually. A really bad. It was a good one of me, but really bad of you.
Really bad.
And I was like, "Oh, this is Jimmy," and she's like, "How old is he? How old is that man? How old are you? Like 42?"
I'm kind of happy. I just in the beginning of last July, I just turned 43.
Okay. Yeah. So not bad.
Hey, JNK, I don't know what you're asking me here. You tried to find I tried to find my plot. Is it possible that it is underwater? I'm confused for real. What plot are you talking about, JNK?
Oh, there's Reese Kent. Since he's watching the stream, I have a picture that I would like to show of Reese.
I want to see it. I was on a stream with Reese last week, I guess. Reese and Adam. I jumped in and we did some duck races. That was pretty fun.
You did? Oh yeah, we should do a duck race today. I mean, that seems to be the only way to give a NFT away is via duck race, and that is compliments to Reese Kent. And I just want to let me share this so we can.
Yeah. So JNK, if you want the F commands to work on Mac, what you actually have to go in and you have to adjust it, or you have to use the function key for Minecraft actually. Oh, I thought he was actually on the stream there. That's a good photo.
Yeah, he's a look at those piercing blue eyes. But really we're showing off the hat. He's wearing a little Cryptowriter swag. I wouldn't have thought, like, if I was gonna get a hat, this isn't the color I would have chosen, but after seeing it on Reese, I think I'd choose it now. We'll have to get a custom color made specifically for me so that it's called swagger jacking. I think that's what it's called, swagger jacking. So if I went and got the same hat as
shit up?
No. If I went and got the same hat as Reese and started wearing that around, I would be swagger jacking. I would have swagger jacked him. Yeah.
I had a friend in elementary school. He would like throw temper tantrums, and he would like, he would like go home and he would like rip his shirt off like after he got off the bus because like somebody else was wearing the same shirt as him. Like, he hated it. And then, like it was funny too because it was like it was in the time where like there was that Michael Jordan like animation Bugs Bunny Slam Jam or whatever, and like he was like the first one to get the Slam Jam shirt, and everyone else. Is that it's
Bonds? No, it's Bonds.
Oh, it is Bonds.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Oh man, we gotta get Bonds on here.
Yeah, we gotta get Bonds. Reese makes the Bonds might have made this one. I think Bonds made this one. Maybe someone can clarify. He's so cute, little Bonds.
Little Bonds. that should just.
Reese made this one. This doofy Bonds. Yeah, no, Reese. Look at this. If I was a ginger, I'd want to be this kind of ginger, like the serious lumberjack looking ginger, not the, I don't know. I mean, it's still a day walker though.
I'm borderline ginger. My hair used to be
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
color, same color
This
as
is
Reese's.
this is what I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want Reese's orange hair with your like more gingery face.
I'm not
Like,
sure what that means, but it
okay,
makes me laugh.
it means
I have no idea what that means, actually.
you see more of a your complexion is more daywalker complexion than Reese, I think.
Maybe. Yeah, it could be the lighting in my apartment at night, though. Too. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Do you not have a front light?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not that serious, but I hear they do wonders. I'm sure Adam Carswell has one.
Adam Carswell. I did not realize where Adam Carswell was from, and like, there's another Canadian, well, almost Canadian. But like, I was really impressed. Like, yeah. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea that he was Canadian, actually.
Let me, hey guys, in like 2 minutes, I'm gonna close this form temporarily so we can like spin a wheel, or I don't know. We don't spin a wheel. We duck race now. So 2 minutes.
Speaking of which, on the 26th, I believe I will be on the shift.
Yeah, you basically talked your way onto being on the shift.
He's wanted me to come on for a while, but I was a little bit apprehensive.
Jimmy's like, I need more hours of podcasting.
Don't like, yeah, it's kind of getting nuts. But like, to be fair,
okay. Do you like, you know how people have screen time on their phone, or like you can look at the amount of screen time you've been on your phone during the week? Do you have any idea like total hours each week of podcasting?
Well, I mean, I can calculate it roughly, right? Like Corey and I do 5 shows a week, and sometimes 6. So that's probably 6 to 7 hours in total. I do the show with you, which is usually around a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
So that's maybe 9. I do a show with the Nasty Hooks once a week, which is usually 1 or 2 hours. So
Nasty Hooks?
Yeah. You know the Nasty Hooks?
Man, I know you've said Nasty Hooks, but I don't
Yeah, the Nasty Hooks are like a music kind of comedy duo that they kind of brought to the blockchain. They do like comedy in the real world, but they also like kind of stand up, but they also bring it and do it in Discord channels and things like that. I think this Sunday they're doing a show over at Neon Space, which is kind of fun. But yeah, those guys are really fun. It's almost like another weird, obscure, like outlier podcast like that, which I like, because I get to do that with you. You know, Corey and I do like a set show every day, and we try to somewhat stay on topic. But with you, it's kind of whatever comes. Like today, we were on the stream for like 45 minutes today, basically just talking about homeless people, and it was really good, right? Like.
Yeah.
Like it was but like there's a lot of good things to talk about when you're talking about homeless people, right? He lives in South Carolina. He was confused because there was a homeless dude that was like living, in the bush behind his house, and I said it might be me because I don't know, and
Do you think? Okay, I guess there's no. I guess they need an app or something. We need bum coin, right? Like as a crypto, and the bum gets they like getting tattoos. So you get a QR code tattooed, right? Which is basically just your wallet address. Okay. And so when you're walking around, like in Miami, I don't know how it is in Japan. And do you guys have like bums walking around, or not really?
So that's exactly what we kind of talked about, because it's a totally different, vibe here.
Hold on, let me finish my bum coin idea though. Okay, so the homeless guys, like here in major intersections, you'll get the bums kind of walking around, and what are they looking for? They're looking for you to give them some cash so they can go out and buy you know, booze or crack, whatever, or Finney coins. You know, they're looking for Finney coins. But
I mean,
like,
the Finney coin will net you, look, when they will net you a good score these days. I think.
Maybe around Christmas time, like if I'm feeling in the holiday spirit, like I'll give them some money. But really, I don't want to touch their hands or anything, you know? So because they're all usually cracked out. So if they just had a QR code, okay, on their shoulder, right? And they walked by the car and just lifted up their sleeve and just walked down the aisle of cars, and people, if they wanted to donate bum coin, they could just go like this with their phone and hit the QR code and shoot over, you know, a couple bucks of bum coin. And then that listen though, the bum coin would be accepted at like 7-Elevens and whatnot.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay. And they could get food, whatever, you know, not cigarettes, not going to waste a bum coin on cigarettes, but this is for like the honest bum, right? That needs to eat. And maybe, you know, with that QR code, there's another, they have like a PIN because they need an app or something, but maybe they just need a PIN number. They need to remember a PIN so that when they go in 7-Eleven and they put the chips on the counter and the Slurpee, whatever, then the cash register just zaps it, right? So then again, he doesn't have to touch any hands or any money transfer. He just zaps it. Because you don't want to be touching that crack cash, you know, like that stuff. You don't know where that's a bit. I mean, all cash. But then he zaps it and he goes, type in your PIN. Bum like types in his PIN, and then boom, he pays for it. Bum coin.
I mean, as long as they get to choose to have that branding themselves, but like we can't just go around hey bum, come here, we're gonna brand you with a QR code.
Okay, I'm turning off responses. Tell me about the homeless in
Yeah, so I mean, you can check our Nasty Hook show for the big picture if you're interested, because I'm not going to go through the whole rant I went through again. But basically, it's a different scenario. It's a different thing, right? Like they're outliers. Most of them aren't alcoholics. They're not using drugs. They might be a little bit strange. You know, they might have different ideas, but for the most part, they don't beg for money. They don't ask for money. They go and they collect cans and they try to eat some tofu or whatever, from the convenience every day. So it's a completely different situation. We're like, and in Vancouver, you know, like you've got like a big heroin problem. A lot of the homeless people, they go to the parks where they have a safe zone to be able to do their drugs, and then they spend other times like out in the street. So it's just two completely different scenarios there. But like basically what you were talking about is an interesting middle ground, because where we kind of fell out of the conversation, like we didn't have. You know, we weren't fighting or anything, but where we kind of fell out of the conversation was we were kind of saying there's two sides to every story. And it's kind of like, you know, America, especially North America, especially in Europe, Western Europe, we throw out so much food from supermarkets, and like, you know, this food could go to like essentially feed some of these people. Right. And I always said, like, I refuse to give homeless people money. I don't do it. I will never give a homeless person money, ever. Like, not once in my life. It's not because I'm an asshole. I'll walk into a convenience store or to a supermarket and I'll buy them an apple and I'll give them that. But I will never give them money, right? And like, I went out of my way to like go buy them, you know, a meal or something like that, like something healthy, plenty of times. But like, you know, even in Japan, I don't give them money. And like, I did give one guy money once in Japan, and he kept coming to me like every single day and asking me for money. Like, because Japanese people, they don't generally ask for money. But like, once this guy started, he did it. And like, you know, after a couple of weeks, I was just like, man, I just had to cut him off. I'm like, I can't just be, it's not that I'm like, and I actually, the worst part about it is I actually felt bad about it. I was like, you know, holy crap, how many people are in there?
I have 41 entries.
Wow, that's all right.
Oh, look, people come for the duck race, that's for sure. We're gonna race. This is a 3.5 minute race. We'll see. We'll see who wins it. You got any duck number? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, but I just think that we should just throw a topic out there and just rant about it for 3.5 minutes, and then we're like, whoever wins the argument after 3.5 minutes gets like,
Yeah.
That's good.
It's good to see. It's good to see all the faces out there. We already touched on Reese. A lot of the usual faces: J and K, Quan. Quan's an interesting one because Quan wins all the. He's like a super gamer. He lubes his keycaps. Sorry, I think there's someone here. The dog's going crazy. He lubes his keycaps before, like, every day, so that when we have games, he can, use his keyboard better, more efficiently to win the games. But Quan's interesting.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm dead serious. Quan's interesting because he even though we gave him a membership, he's been around forever. He just got a Cryptowriter membership the other week, but he only really shows up when there's a game to win a Finney coin. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if anyone else out there has noticed that, but soft call out of Quan Hito. Let's race this thing. Where's the start button? Here we go. This is great. All right. Look at this, like, strawberry duck up top. Morty Matt D. How do you get that duck?
Yeah, Morton Matt D is like, I hope he wins. I really do.
Oh, Quan.
Really? But he can't even grease the keys in this game.
I'm around the chat. I lurk. He's a lurker. How do we know? He's got to, when he's around the chat, he just needs to put a little, I mean, at this point, he's already got his membership. He's earned it, but ooh, the Zucra Wham, just slow and steady there. Actually pretty fast going out to the front.
This is a bit of a madhouse. And I'm kind of like, we need to do another morning stream because
Badavo Wham, green duck.
Morning stream for me and a nighttime shed stream for you, just because of my daughter's going to lose her shit if she sees this many ducks on a screen. She really loves ducks.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, look at, where's the black guy coming from? He's like number 10. He's coming out of nowhere. Like, look at the whole.
We got Gwitserm's egg, a Genesis account in there, but that's like an EOS account, right? or is that a Wax account? Is that a Wax account? Is that like a Genesis Wax account?
I don't know if there are Genesis Wax accounts. I like this. Need some CrossFit. He's not having it on the screen. My duck sucks. I like it.
Up, a minute 26 to go. They're coming around the bend here. I love how ducks kind of fall off and come back.
What's with the double ads down there at the bottom of the screen? You didn't close those?
Bro, you never know what's going to pop up when you click one of those.
There's an X that you can close them, no?
Yeah, but if I close it, are you confident another window's not going to open up?
No, but the only way to know if the window's, closable is to try to close it. This just doesn't drive you crazy not knowing whether it can be closed without another window popping up or not.
Wait, I didn't tell you that the duck race was sponsored by a Gossip Girl on HBO Max. We've got sponsors now. It's taken off. They don't want one banner, they wanted two.
I mean, the day that we get mainstream sponsorship is going to be huge, and I'm pretty sure it's coming.
Oh, Ginger Duck for Pum Wham. I like it. He's pushing forward. He's pushing forward.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. He's 2 duck lengths ahead.
More than 2. If you lose, if this duck loses, you're.
But another Ginger Duck. Morty, Matt D.
It totally missed.
Yes.
Wow. That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good.
Look at that. That's a good looking duck too.
Yeah,
it's like Colombian duck.
That's not your average like run of the mill, you know. It's not your average run of the mill pleb duck. It's just,
let me see what happens if I close that.
So,
how do I
I don't know. I'm just assuming that there's an X there that says you can close it.
There's got to be another
yeah. Oh, it
way
just
to see the how do I see the winners?
I think you have to.
I'm gonna have to go type this in somewhere.
I
think there's a way to see the, like, just to see that name.
Phantom Puppeteer in the house, and I'm totally down for that. It didn't win, so it'll go straight to my plate for dinner. I mean,
we're not gonna.
You know, Phantom Puppeteer, I just have to say this because you might actually get it, but the most sustainable meat source on the planet is rabbit. Rabbits, I mean, make lots of babies.
Is it?
Hundreds of babies potentially a year for 2 rabbits. And then those rabbits make more babies. And, you know, rabbits are really easy to, you know, pick them up because they come to you and eat carrots, and you snap their neck, you skin them, you get gloves, and you get meat. But we live in a society that doesn't like to kill rabbits because they're all cute and cuddly. I mean, if you want to save the planet, kill cute and cuddly rabbits and eat them and make stew out of them because they're the most sustainable meat source on the planet. Can
someone is Nurum here? Nurum.wham. Are they here? We need to check and make sure they're here. Also, someone check that account and make sure that it's legit. See, when Burst gets here, Burst is a master account checker. He looks, he's like, oh, this is a bot. He said he's coming in like another 5 minutes.
Yeah, where is this Burst? You're like, Jimmy, get in here. We got stuff to do.
Here, let's see what they won.
What? Oh yeah, you're gonna pull one.
Cool. The orange-haired Finney is still out there. Let's see.
Oh, by the way, I will tell you, I changed my mind last week after our stream, and I just said fuck it, and I just gave everyone who was able to type their Wax accounts and tag me properly a little NFT. So thanks for all you guys. And if you didn't get an NFT from me, it's probably because you didn't. It's probably because you didn't send me your Wax account. So just like read.
Wait, Jimmy, you didn't send everyone their NFTs? Is that what you're saying?
No, if they didn't send me a Wax account, I didn't send them their NFTs. Right?
Is there any chance that you? I remember one time early on when you did the first roundtable. Let me take this off the screen. You did the first roundtable, and I had given you. We were going to do a giveaway, so back then we were dumb, and we just said like, put your Wax account in the chat, and really dumb. For like an hour and a half, people were putting Wax accounts in the chat, and then I was like, Jimmy, I need those names so we can distribute the NFTs. And think about this. Back then, we gave away like 60 Finney coins at a time. Yeah, right. Like all the ducks would have gotten a Finney coin back in the day, because Finney coins hadn't really they hadn't really gone through price discovery yet. But I'm like, Jimmy, get me these names so I can send out these coins, and you got me like, I don't know, like 17 names. Yeah. And I'm like, there's got to be more than that. So I watched the full hour and like go through the comments, and there was about like 61 names. Yeah,
well, I think I just I tried to download it, but I thought I copied and pasted it all.
I think what you did is you basically went to the point we asked for names, and then whatever was in the live chat right then and there, you just grabbed, but like you didn't go through the rest of the video. You just grabbed them from right there.
I might have went from there up and not like down or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to show some Finney 2.0 attributes.
Oh, nice.
Or I want to show Finney 2.0 because we do have some images. I feel so we're doing the pack drop August 10th. And then we'll be testing Finney 2.0 around that time. And then like a month, you think a month's enough time.
Hey, by the way, I got a bone to pick with you because I'm really fucking pissed off. Like I'm like you and the whole Cryptowriter team. You guys fucking suck, and I'm gonna tell you why right now.
Okay.
I burned my wax Finneys. And I leveled up my BTC Finney miner on wax. But now my wax coins are worth more than my EOS coins, and I should have fucking burnt my EOS coins. Fucking suck. I mean, like that's just you're fudders. You don't make me money, and like I bought into the space trusting you so that you would make me money, and that didn't happen, and that really sucks, man.
Really, I wouldn't. I don't know. I have a feeling that it's gonna work out like this. Like we're almost at 50% coins burned on wax. And we used to always do giveaways and just give away the coin, but now we've realized it's more fun to give away the Finney. And also you're burning a coin, right? So you've got less and less coins, which is good for the people who still have the coins. It's just, it's better to keep burning them, right? We don't want everyone to stop burning and say, I'm just going to hold these coins. No, keep burning, because what's going to happen there, like there's one orange haired Finney that still hasn't been burned. It's like a 101. It's still out there. If we get to 20% like coins left to be burned, right now we're at like 50, right? But when we get to 20% and that orange guy is still out there, it's going to drive up the price of the coin. Also, I think with Finney 2.0, and I'll share the screen now.
I love how seriously you're answering all this, because I just really want to take a clip of me saying that and then post it to all the fudders in our channel that are curious about why they lost money.
Okay. So
I like it.
Finney's been redesigned. He looks a little better. He's a little cooler. But this is what's possible in Finney 2.0. Let me see if I can go. So that's a Finney. Notice the slacks fit him. They're a lot more trim, a lot more tailored. And this is how you can dress up your Finney, right? Gold watch. We have a ton of different like graphic t-shirts, all sorts of stuff. That's a Panama hat. All sorts of different glasses, different beards, different facial expressions, different pets. Notice the shoes. We modeled, those are the base shoes, but we modeled them after the classic Vans. I take full credit for that. So base shoes will come in different color. It's going to be fun because you're going to be able, Jimmy, you are going to be able to buy coins or trade attributes, whatever you want to do. And over time, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Right? This community is awesome.
we actually learned something, Jimmy.
Right? Yeah.
You're going to be able to, you're going to be able to build your Finney. Like you are going to absolutely be able to build your one-of-a-kind Jimmy Finney. And then you're going to be able to stake him, and you're going to be able to battle him. You're going to be able to do all sorts of shit. But yeah, this is Finney 2.0. This is just kind of like a picture to show what the possibilities are. Like these are real attributes, so they will be out there. There's going to be a lot of coin burning going on. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Like how long until I'm going to be able to do this? Because I'm kind of curious. Because I'm kind of interested in building the Jimmy Finney, and I'll tell you why. Before this stream, I was on a show with Jason from the Hustle House. I don't know if you've ever heard of the Hustle House, but they're doing some really cool things over there. And he does this show called The Boring Show. And basically, it's just an image where he plugs like two avatars, like or your avatar into like his picture and his voice only. But I'd like to put the Jimmy Finney on The Boring Show. I think that would be really fun.
That'd be cool.
It'd be really good.
So it's going to be ready. Okay, so right now, the attributes, the ones we're going to launch with, which are a lot. It makes Finney 1.0 look super retro because it's just like so much more advanced with the number of attributes, number of combinations. So the attributes are all basically done. The artwork's done, and we're developing the builder. Nathan Kenny working on some of the UX, and we're designing mobile and desktop builder. And then my hope, and I think this is pretty reasonable, like this thing's 2.0 is moving along pretty quickly. Our pack drops August 10th. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we're already testing the builder before the pack drop, and we'll bring in some of our close community when we get even closer to play around. I'm sure we probably put it on testnet and mess around with it. And then,
well, I mean, that sounds like an NFT game crossover episode, game day crossover episode. If I ever heard one, you guys show up, you come on for NFT game day. We run right into Obscurity and Beyond. We've done that once before. That was quite fun. And I like it. You know what I like most about this picture, though. I will say this. You know who this Finney is? Who this Finney belongs to? Right here, because I just figured it out. This is the Kawimoto Finney. So the Kawimoto Finney, it totally looks like Kawimoto. I love it.
Okay. Well, he can, to get all these super rare attributes like the cheetah and the parrot, he's going to have to, wheel and deal his way up to this Finney. I don't know if this Finney is that easy to create. I don't know, man. I think the trading market is probably going to be insane. I expect the secondary market to be pretty insane, because another thing you need to know, let's say like you have these pants, when you build your Finney, like I'm not showing some of the rest of the UI, but right underneath this picture, there's like a selector of all the different attributes. You can slide through them and pick them. And when you highlight them, it says their power score, right? So these pants might have like a real low power score because they look like base pants. But let's say you burn a coin and you get some like boxing shorts or something that has super high power score, right? Because it's super rare. You can upgrade these pants to the boxing shorts and power your Finney up higher. But these base pants are going to get burned. They're going to be gone, right? So you're sort of killing as we introduce more stuff, as more attributes come in, people are going to keep upgrading different attributes, and those old attributes are going to get burned. So it's kind of going to balance out. It's pretty cool.
So what I'm hearing you say is you can't remove the pants and then put them somewhere else.
No, you can only upgrade the pants.
I don't know. Burst of energy. Nice to meet you. Are you wearing pants? Because we do live in coronavirus times, and it's not necessarily a given.
Yeah, I do actually. I don't want to interrupt you guys talking about the
drop. We're glad you showed up. I was struggling. We did a duck race. I don't know what's showing on the screen. And I'm dealing with forms, and it's
yeah. I made everyone hate me because I tried to make a FUD joke, but nobody got it, and Sean actually answered it seriously, so that didn't work out so well. Not for me anyway.
So Jimmy, I didn't know bursts of energy until someone, maybe his rad crypto guy, someone posted his Twitch stream in our chat, and I tuned in. Maybe I heard he was talking about a writer or whatever, and I tuned in, and like, for someone who's in the NFT game, not really in the NFT game at all. Like Burst is like in it, right? Like he's slanging NFTs. He's like an NFT critic in the wax space. And I'd never seen, it was my first time tuning into Twitch. I created an account so I could watch, and I'm watching him, and he's just there, like pushing out NFTs, like a solo act, talking about all these different projects. And it blew my mind, because it made me realize there's this whole other like NFT subculture that's happening out there, right? And it's being led by people like Burst. So
yeah, I didn't even know Burst was a thing until I think you sent me a message, and he was on with Adam maybe, and I tuned in partly to that episode.
Have you seen that little symbol in the top of the screen floating around anywhere?
I might have. It looks familiar. Is this Burst line of NFTs?
Look behind him back there.
Ah, yeah. All right. Fair enough.
I had a friend paint that for me. Yeah.
Nice. Oh no, I know the stream I watched. I watched it when you were talking about ultra rare. That was the stream I watched, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually work for those guys as well. They're great in the space.
I didn't know that. Like, I mean, I don't even need to know anything about you now, because Richie and Kenny are two of my favorite people in the space. I love them.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I like them a lot too. And I didn't want to interrupt the 2.0 chat because I want to get I want to get my thoughts in on that too, because you guys were talking about that. That's freaking dope. But yeah, like, I don't know, man, just been battling, grinding in the wax space. COVID kept me and a lot of like my close friends and family actually closer through the wax space, which was pretty cool. And then just you know, after you see so much shit from the vintage 2020 and you want change and you want to enjoy yourself, you just start speaking your mind more, right? So
what
I have questions. East, west, or central?
I have
me, I am mountain, so central-ish, central west.
I mean, it's funny because like you also work with Terry Crews, and I went to school in Thunder Bay, and so like it throws me back. That accent throws me back. I'm gonna get all nostalgic, and it's not even time to shut down the show, Sean. What's happening here?
Oh, nostalgia is a drug.
Fair enough.
It's the best drug.
It's funny. My dad's out in Windsor, actually, Windsor, Detroit area. So he's down in South Ontario, and they say that like we're all from Canada, but they say our R's, the way we pronounce our R's in Alberta, is a lot different than Ontario. And I'm like, I don't know, but
it is. It's a little bit heavier. Yeah, I'm from Ontario originally, but that's cool. My friend lives in Windsor, and she owns an apple orchard in the middle of the city, and they do like live music and like disc golf and stuff there. So
my dad might have played there then. My dad's in a band that plays a lot in Windsor, all over the place.
Does your dad sing, or what instrument?
He's a bass player.
Okay.
He is such you know what?
The balls of the band.
He is so fucking he is a critic with music just like I am. And he rips the shit I listen to apart, but I rip the shit he listens to apart. So it's a bit back and forth.
What was the very first time you streamed something NFT related? What was that like? What I know you felt like you just you started having an opinion, you want to get it out there, but what was that first stream like?
I'll be honest, intimidating at first. I gotta be honest. Like, I'm not gonna go in there and go, I got this, because like I'm not your normal yes and no. Sometimes I'm in the chats going, fuck this guy, and people are like, oh, this guy's a fucking douche.
Were you fired up about something that first?
I've been fired up about a lot of stuff in space, but not that stream per se. Okay. That stream I wasn't fired up. I didn't go into my stream with a lot of rage, which is the good thing. I think I let it pester for a bit, I would say, because a lot of the rage was from like 2020. And I think when April came around, I think Richie and John just motivated me and said, look, man, you know this space a lot, and you should really start streaming. So, because which fair enough, the boys, Jimmy and the boys, I know I've tuned into their streams before, and their streams are NFT based in the wax space, which I totally respect. There's some other influencers that you just tune into, and it's one NFT thing, and they just go on that one, that one lane, and they just keep rolling with it. I noticed with you guys are on for a long time, so you guys are kind of dabbling all over the place. You like dip your toe over here, dip your toe over there, and then you guys just keep rolling with it.
Well, I think we want to do things beyond the space as well. But I think what this is what I like about doing this collab with Sean too, because like it's funny. Listen, that was a good question, Sean, and I really appreciate that. Like Sean and I we started out in the same way in a way. Like somebody just kind of threw us in front of the camera and said, "Hey, you can do this," and then like now we have our own show. Like I threw him in front of the camera, somebody threw me in front of the camera. It's like. Totally. And now we do this every week, and it's really fun. But like I really respect like people like you. There's a few other people in the space as well that like actually go into depth like with NFTs. Like if you're looking back like from the blockchain heroes like era, when they first came out with their first series, and people would go on the streams and like break all this stuff down. It's really hard to keep up with that stuff now. But those like OG guys who were doing it at that time, that were going on and giving their thoughts about wax and stuff like that, right? Like I wouldn't even want to venture into the Ethereum space right now, because like we started to with our crypto roundtable last night. You know, we had some really interesting people on about like blockchain comics and stuff like that. But I totally want to have you on a roundtable, and I just want to like, you know, throw you out there and have you like tell people how you should be honest, how you should be honest about NFTs, because like this is what Sean's always said about you, right? Like you're brutally honest, and that's good in the space, right? Like we've got enough hypers, right? Like we've got enough fudders. It's good to have a person like you that can come in and they can say, yeah, I mean, this project's good, but I mean, they're just doing what that other project was doing like a month ago.
First, how much time a day do you spend on NFTs, like digging through Atomic Hub and all the projects?
6 to 10 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, probably. It's just because like, it's not like I'm just drilled on one page. I could be on Atomic, then I can hover over to Telegram, then I'm back over here, then I'm back over here. I'm always doing something different in the space, and it just keeps rolling. And it's not like I'm sitting here for 2 minutes staring off to the right side of my screen. It's you keep going, and then you're like, oh shit, I was doing something an hour ago over here. Then you jump back to it, and you go do that. I've missed blends, I've missed drops because I'm fucking way too busy in this space, and I'm like, shit.
So like whenever there's a drop, like you get an email from Twitch saying Burst has gone live, and then he's opening packs, and you're seeing it kind of through his perspective. Every time I watch a show, I kind of learn something new, which is, again, it's super weird because it's like this this NFT subculture, like even wax subculture, and he's got like 120 people tuned into these shows at any time of day. Like how long did it take for you to build up your audience? Is that so John and Richie kind of push you over the edge, said you should get your opinions out there, and you started a stream? How many people tuned in like the first week, and how long did it take you to get this thing really rolling?
Well, I think like I actually should start it with this. I want to give like my community a big shout out, because like I've noticed there are some guys that aren't a part of the official family and friends group, because of course those are guys that I grew up with and that's who I came here with. And then they just like, hey, let's go public. So I said, okay, fuck it. So we started the public chat up. There's people like Irish, there's people like Boone, there's people like Squatties in the chat. Just the amount of energy that they give me back, it helps me grow. And I guess it started with like 20 and it's up to about 100, 120. Recently, it's been a little lower because I'm going late, and I noticed some of my followers are in Europe and Asia. So I get affected when I do the later streams. But usually when I'm streaming in the afternoon, about mid-afternoon here, it's about 100 people, 120.
Has anyone ever walked up to you on the street and said, hey, you're Burst?
No, but I have like, I don't know.
He's really sad about that.
No, my wife, she's like, everywhere we go, somebody knows you. And I'm like, wow. And this is just from growing up. Like I went to India for a wedding, and somebody that was in the wedding party I played football with that I grew up with here. And I was like, oh shit. Like I'm all the way in India and I just ran into somebody I haven't seen in like 15 years. She's like, oh my God. I don't know. I've always been the same in real life. And I think that's my biggest problem with the system that we're built on, with like controls, government, whatever, following, comply, all this bullshit. Go to work, make your money, break your back, pay your taxes, blah, blah, blah. I've always been the same. And it didn't, as I became an adult, like I'm a ticketed fitter, I take pride in my work there. It's the same work I put here, I put in there. But I stand up to ignorance. I stand up to racism. I stand up to bullying. A lot of people don't fucking do that, and I get walked right out the fucking job.
Hey, sorry. What? You're a what? You're
a pipe fitter. A pipe fitter by trade.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. So basically, I would stand up to a lot of this stuff. I'm in Alberta. It's mini Texas, man. Right way.
Right. Yeah, right, exactly.
I don't want to get too deep into that, but I would just stand up to the bullshit. And I feel like here in the NFT space, I've been able to do that a bit more. And I guess just like, that's what I love about this space. It's what you have and what you own. And fuck that picture, Sean. What you have and own. It's you, man. You have every fucking say with what you want to do in this space, and that's kind of the cool thing about this space.
These are different people, Jimmy. These are different people.
Yeah.
This is not.
This
is a different person,
isn't it? Isn't it?
Is that not this Stash? Is. Why don't you tell us? This is the dude. This is the dude who just had the drop, right?
Galleria
yeah.
NFT just had a drop. Actually, I scooped one of their. I can share the screen.
Yeah. Throw it up here.
Give me a second.
It looks really Stashes to me.
Well, they fucking trolled us with that picture. I think it was Reese.
Of course, it was Reese.
Midstream, they're like, "You got to throw this out." I'm like, "You fuckers!" So
in Reese's defense, when he posted the picture, like in our group, he took a screenshot of your interview, and he's like, something's wrong. Like, what's going on with Burst Stream? There's 2 bursts, and I looked, and I thought it was 2 bursts at first, and it took me about 20 minutes before we figured out that was Galleria.
Yeah, give me a second here. I had Atomic on the other hub there. Come back. StreamYard, it's nice. I think I'm going to be looking into this.
Yeah, I think you can stream to Twitch. You can simulcast to like Twitch and YouTube same time.
I think of different places. I think you can send, like with the basic account, I think you can send up to 3 different streams at once.
Okay, so let's see. Still loaded. Okay, yeah. So this is who I had on my show yesterday. He does he's got some artists that work for him, and this artist does some of the clubs.
That's really good, man. That inset is really good.
So the funny story about this, these are their highest rarity in the set right now, like the mythics and whatever. So it's been minted 5 times. But funny thing about this yesterday, his drop, I fucked up talking about doing work and stuff because I was ready to get his big packs, and I was like, shit, the big packs were sold out instantly. So I was like, shit. So anyways, I went over to the market yesterday, and I got this for $27, the mint 1 on his mythic. So I was like, fuck yeah. There was one guy who had the other one up for 15,000 wax, and this one was up for 200 wax. But the mint numbers were registering. So I'm sitting there looking at both of them, going into the templates. Okay, that one's first. It's the cheap one. I'm like, this guy just dumped his. I don't know if he knows how to read his mint. So I scooped it. So I loved it that I got this. But to go in depth into this, they do some art. He's got a few artists under him. He's from Ecuador. He's in the chat. Or no,
he's a DJ too, right?
Yeah. So the cool thing is he was sharing his music with me, and I'm a big follower of electronic music, like huge. I love fucking dancing. I do. I'm fucking good at it. But no, I do fucking love electronic music, man. And like, he's like, check this out. So I looked at it. He's on with a big label that I like, and a few of the DJs. And I'm like, that's fucking wild. So as I've been looking into his stuff, he's got some dope stuff on the packs. These packs dropped yesterday, actually. You should drop your Nefty link if you have it ready to go, man, in the chat.
I think we're gonna have him on our show, on our premiere show next week.
Dope. Yeah, he's a cool dude, and he's got a few little projects that are coming your way. And like, I'm all for this art, man.
Right, it's really good. I haven't seen the art actually. I only heard the music. And then the shout out to the Cryptowriter community for busting my balls, because they're like, I'm like, oh, where have you been hiding? They're like, well, if you spent more time in here, Jimmy, you would know. He's always here.
They just get straight to the point.
Yeah, they're great. It's good though.
Cool.
I wanted to talk about your 2.0, man. Like,
okay,
I interrupted that.
We'll pull the thing back up, and you can grill me on it.
You know what I like about this is I can just do this, because like there's 3 of us here.
That is kind of nice.
He needs to go grab something.
Sometimes Jimmy leaves me on the stream by myself, and it's like I turn into a deer a deer in the headlights. I don't know how to manage that yet. I haven't gotten good enough. I watch you, like you can fill a full hour just kind of like browsing Atomic.
Totally. Totally. Ordones, you got to get me on that Crypto Ravers, man. I haven't asked any project. I'm not like, you need to get me on. I'm asking you. That is the one I'm going to continue to ask. You need to get me on that.
What is it?
He's got Crypto Ravers, and he put Sweaty Nutsack on there, and I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. Let's get me on there, man.
What do you mean Crypto Ravers?
That's one of his projects.
Okay.
Yeah, so they do like
in my head I thought he had like people that
no,
dance like they were to rave when he DJ'd, and you wanted to dance on his little his show.
That'd be fucking weird, but I'd still do it for you guys.
Do you have friends that like dancing too? You have like a little Guido circle going at the club?
Guido circle. And you know what? We're so fucking weird. We'll go to festivals. There's 6 stages. We'll split the fuck up.
Oh.
And we'll run into each other all night. Oh yeah, we're all different, man. Like, no, we've all got a different style, I guess. I don't hang out with 100 guys and just sit in the corner and flop my arms around. You know, that'd be fucking, I don't know. I'd probably do it if I was happy enough.
What I love about like music festivals, it's always a journey, right? Like, especially when you're there for like 24 hours straight, and
oh yeah,
you show up with your group, and then like you said, you all end up somewhere else, and then 4 hours later you run into people, and good times.
Have you heard of Sean Blah ever in Canada? You ever heard of it? So it's the only one I like adamantly just talk about. Just I go off. My wife, she's like, I'm going till I'm 60. I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting to the age, babe, where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start slowing down here. But
when you're falling asleep after dinner, you might have to reach.
Totally. So how this is an adult show, drugs, alcohol, stuff like that. That talks okay.
Yeah,
we're okay, cool. I got to make sure. No, I just got to make sure on that level. But it's privately owned, so all the food they make out, most of the vendors there are all food from them. I'm a firm believer of this with festivals. You show them your drugs at the gate. They ask you questions about it. Are you safe with it? Are you this? Are you that? Are you this? And basically, they have a drug testing tent. And I think every fucking festival should have one of these. I don't care if it's trashy. I don't care if it's a shitty one to be at, whatever. I don't care if the vibe is shit. You need these at these festivals. I'm a firm believer of them. And it's like the best thing in the world. 6 stages, all built. They periodically every year build it. I was supposed to see deadmau5's alter ego test pilot there before COVID. It got shut down, so I was very bummed. But they got tons of big names that go out there. It's a 6-day festival in like a valley in the mountains. It's amazing, man. It's like the best place in the world. Everybody should go once. I'm serious.
And you camp out, or they have?
Oh, like, fuck yeah. So we set up a camp. So the Atomic Kings actually is like 75% of these guys that I all met through these things.
How many Atomic Kings are there?
Personally, so between the family and friends and about 28 of us in this space. Yeah. I'm not going to drop any names, but like we just talk it up here. But one of the fellas' fathers, we talked up Alien Worlds before the flip. This was really cool in our personal chat, but the father went and spent $500,000 on land.
Wow.
He went fucking ape shit. And it was really cool because we're in our chats. We're like, yo, check his dad out. Check it out. We're all watching it. Just like, whoa, this guy's just fucking balling. So he went and did that instantly. The next day, it was all worth double. So it was actually a very good investment for him in the space. I'm not an investor. I didn't invest in it like that. I got land early. Do not take this as financial advice, guys, please, because it's way more than what he paid that night. But yeah, it's just crazy. These guys, they're good people in the space. And you know what's funny is I don't think a lot of people know there was a lot of ethics and stuff between us in like the first 8 months in here. A lot of guys were doing, you know, kind of improper stuff and shady shit. And I think we've had a lot of disputes in that group where we're like, hey, that's just not right. And you don't fucking do that in this space. And everybody has come around. And a lot of those guys are actually like working harder, collecting NFTs. A lot of them are in your guys' room, in the writer room. It's really cool. Like there's a few of my guys that are in other rooms that are more engaged than they are in my room. And I'm like, I don't care, because that's great, because they're having a great time in the space. And that's what matters here, is you need to be having a great time in the space.
No, I have trouble keeping up with our chat, but your chat, which has there's like 300 people in there. So it's amazing how much is going on in your little Atomic Kings public chat.
Yeah,
well,
totally.
I'm a professor by nature, and I do absolutely nothing, and I'm pretty good at what I do. But essentially, right, like if you're a teacher, right, or if you're a professor, the less you do, and the more your students technically should learn if you're giving them the right activities, right?
Totally.
So like when you're managing these chats, and I mean, I'm gonna have to get myself into that chat because I don't know what's going on in there, but like I like it. I like when people are in there and when they're helpful, and so I kind of wanted to ask you as well, like we don't see that so much. I was kind of surprised about that, but we don't see that so much in the wax space. For the most part, wax people I think are quite genuine and quite cool, and quite nice and helpful, and like they're donating Finney coins, they're donating like Uplift rigs, they're giving stuff away, right? Like we don't always see that in other spaces. Like, what's your take? Like, is it just too early? Is that FUD coming? Is that malpractice coming? Like, is it gonna breach from the broader crypto space, or are we just all good people just build on wax? Like
it's not all good people on wax. No, there's certain communities you can just tell. You can just tell by certain communities. Like if you don't, if you can't speak your mind in a constructive way, and you can be brash. That's cool too. I'm fairly brash, and sometimes but you have to be constructive in these rooms. I think what a lot of these NFT projects don't understand is they're building off each other. As much as it sounds, everybody will have an idea, and then next week somebody will master that idea. Then you're back at the drawing board trying to figure out either a new idea or to master that idea. Then you come back next week and you pump that out, and it's just the same thing.
But can you fucking imagine if life was like that? Like if real life was like that?
Well,
like
totally.
one of my big piss offs in real life is the fact that like we watch Star Trek, but we're not on the fucking moon yet. Like, how can we be this intelligent and not be in space yet?
Oh,
right? Like it's absolutely ridiculous. So like it's because we're being harnessed, we're being held down. I don't want to get into that negative shit. But when you look at a space like this that's flying forward, we have these projects collaborating, right? Like Crypto
Totally.
Finney has a really good channel.
Totally.
Like a better channel than ours in a sense, right? Because like they're a production company, right? Like they use this channel to educate people in the space, right? Like we use our channel to network basically, right? Like it's a different thing. We like networking, we like bringing things, but like we're kind of the casual people, like, right? Like, and people know that, and the fact that Sean and I can come here every week and we can touch base, and all these other projects can come in and around, and like people like you got people like Ken Bozak or Crypto Stash, even though they're out and beyond, that are all coming in and networking and doing all of this stuff. That to me means the world, right? Because you have these projects that are coming in and they're building off of what other people are doing, and for the most part, they're not getting pissed off. They're actually feeding positively in terms of building together, right? Where I don't always see that in other spaces. And there's a few projects in EOS, for example, that are upset that people are using their open source code to like better it, for example, right? And it's just like, it's not
really. That doesn't surprise me,
right?
Because like it's funny you mentioned the real world thing with this, because it exactly goes back to me talking about the controls and like paying taxes and stuff like that. You don't have that here. You know what I mean? And it blows me away that we're building something here that probably wouldn't work anywhere in the real world. Really, everything that's created in the real world is already like copyrighted, owned, patented, and like put on the supply chain, and you're just another one on the track pumping it.
By the fuckers that didn't create it. That's the worst part about it, right? It's like, we see this with like YoshiDrops and Yoshi coins, right? Like we had Bang Out on the channel the other day, and we were talking to him about it, and it's like, you know, I don't want every person who stands up and sings a song to be able to make millions of dollars off of their NFTs. I want the people who created that song to be able to make millions of dollars off their NFTs. And if you're a production company that's actively going out and finding someone with a beautiful face and a good voice who is dumb as shit, and you're telling them, hey, you're going to come and you're going to sing this song, then you deserve that money, right? But if you're actively going out and finding people who have amazing music and you're undercutting them and you're throwing them into the system whereby like they have to, you know, comply to be able to get paid, and they're getting paid shit, then that's unfair. And the same thing in the real world, right? Like you're a pipe fitter. I don't really know what pipe fitters do other than they fit pipes. But if you're a pipe fitter, you deserve to be paid a really good wage to fit pipes, as opposed to like these fucking contract companies that come out, because they're a dime a dozen in Canada right now, right? It's like, oh, you don't have a job, you have skills, we will hire you, we will pay you shit money, and like, you know, but you know, you're just a pipe fitter. You're not worth anything. And it's bullshit. Like if you look at what's happened in the evolution over the last 20 years, we have the chance to redefine that paradigm in this NFT space. Sorry, that's my rant for the day. But like,
Jimmy, you still got 3 minutes, 7 seconds.
No, but like that's
what the fuck? It's 3-minute duck race.
Whenever Jimmy starts ranting, we set a timer, and
set a timer.
If he's not done, we end the stream.
No, it's good. But like I think that
he's still going. He's back. He's back. Thought the rant was over. Okay.
I think it's really good though. I really respect and appreciate what you do, and I think, you know, it's really important to have that you know, aspect coming in, that we can all grow, we can all work, we can all, you know, do good things together. Really
fair warning though, Jimmy. I say some things, man, that you might be like, whoa, because like my room grills a lot of the other influencers in the fucking space. We don't hold our shit back, man. We do not, because
I have zero problems with that, actually.
So
are you grilling me without me knowing about it?
I don't actually haven't said a bad thing about you, Jimmy.
Maybe after the show he might be.
Yeah, you couldn't get through the duck race. I'll say that. That's first.
Yeah, my only request is that if you're gonna grill me, just tell me. And no. if you're gonna grill me, tell me, because I'm the type of person that's gonna look at that, Jimmy, and I'm gonna make it better. Because that's what I believe. That's what I believe people should do. I think people should recognize their own shit and they should make it better. Right?
To be fair, I acknowledged all these people I grill early in the space, and they just replied with dog shit. So eventually, I was like, "All right, I'm going to take it to the next level and show people I know this space better than you. Like, let's fucking go."
Right.
It's just like I just thought I'd throw that out there, because there might be the time where you might say something, I'll be like, fuck that guy.
Jimmy has been known. Listen to this, Burst. Jimmy has been known to say he's going to give away NFTs and then not deliver. I don't know how you feel about that.
And I really wish, just for fun, just for jokes, I could have like left it and came back, left the interview and then came back. But
he doesn't follow through on his giveaways. I think you need a straight.
I totally follow through on the giveaways.
No, Jimmy, that's fair, man. No, they let him grill you. I'm joking with that. Like that stuff. No, I've been getting so busy too. Like I got behind on my giveaways, so I had to airdrop a bunch last night. I airdropped them. But no, it's sometimes you forget, man. I have some people sending me stuff. They're like, I sent you stuff for giveaway. I'm like, shit, I've already got 8 things lined up. And then I forget about it.
Yeah.
Right?
So, you know, it happens. And I don't mean to.
And the giveaway that he's probably grilling me about is like, he promised that I was going to give someone a bag of Yoshi coins.
Down the home stretch.
I'm not going to give someone a bag of Yoshi coins. Come on. Yoshi coin, but not a bag.
Morton Matt D.
I want Morton to win, but you're not going to do it.
Waboo.
It's like a leopard.
Are you just giving number one a prize? What are you doing?
I mean, compared to the last race, that looks like a pretty lame duck.
Yeah,
I got some Atomic King promos. They're usable for some PP points on Wax.
How do I? Oh, I click this to see the winners.
Yes, sir.
Well, do you want to give 2 or 2 and 3 something. I was going to give number 1. We're going to
let's
burn
go top.
Yeah,
Let's go top 5. Let's go
Okay.
top 5.
I'll give the
Oh, yeah.
I'll give the lower end spectrum stuff.
Number 1's getting a
You want to send me those 5 in the or
yeah
in the chat?
Yeah, look in the private chat. Number 1's getting a we're gonna burn a Finney coin and give that.
I'll do 4 and 5 because they're really low level miners, but they might be they're low
Yeah,
level.
I'll do 2 and 3.
Jimmy.
I'll bet 2 and 3.
Yeah.
That didn't display as nice.
They're
as
not low level miners, man. That stuff, your stuff's used for Uplift, is it not?
Yeah, but right now it's low value.
Hey,
I'll give away the oxymoron stuff.
Let me
I'm not
ask-
telling people to buy Wax Arena because it's the same thing. Everything's on the bubble to make something, so just buy it with caution. You know.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, sorry,
Jimmy,
go ahead.
is there Upliftium for people walking on your land yet?
Yeah, so we can talk about that a little bit. So here's a little bit of an update for your community, what's going on. Basically, between now and July the 25th, we're going to be allowing people to come into the game and crystallize their Upliftium, which basically means that they're going to take their Upliftium rewards and they're going to put it into an NFT that's going to get dropped into their wallet. Now, at a later date, you'll be able to liquefy that and use it in our game. But once that Upliftium that you've earned is put into an NFT, you can do whatever you want with it. It's beyond our control because that's the beauty of the blockchain space. Probably before that goes live, we're not 100% sure, but before that goes live, it makes sense that we probably should have the in-game walking around wards live, because it doesn't make sense not to do it the other way. So no promises, but that's kind of the way that we're looking at it.
Okay.
Right? So again, no promises, but that's kind of the way that we're thinking about it. And so you can do that up until the 25th. There's actually 4 pools. Corey threw in 1 million Upliftium. They'll get the first mint of the crystallized Upliftium, and right away Bullshipples and Medusa and one other person I forgot came in with theirs as well. So we're going to be having draws on our show to give away these 1 million crystallized Upliftium NFTs, which is really cool. And like I said, you'll be able to liquefy them later and use them for in-game tokenomics. Cool. But you can do whatever you want when they're in your account, right? Like once they're in your account and they're NFTs, they're yours. We have no control over them. So just play with that idea, right? I mean, but we're not listing them on exchanges, but I mean, like there's things that can happen.
Did you hear about the person that burned a Finney coin and got a Yoshi coin?
Oh yeah, was that Perry? Perry.land?
Yeah,
what
happened? I don't know about this.
He burned a Finney coin and got a Yoshi coin.
What?
Because the Yoshi coin was in the writer account, right? There was
they didn't lock the writer account. So someone in theory, the dev.writer account, someone in theory could have spammed us with a bajillion Yoshi coins, or Burst could have sent his Atomic Kings NFTs. Anyone could have just sent a bunch of shit there, and people would have burned Finney coins, and it'd randomize and feed them whatever was in there.
Well, we sorry, go ahead.
No, so there's going to be 1 extra Finney at the very end.
Nice.
That doesn't have a coin.
And you guys are gonna do something.
It's gonna be a very special Finney. I don't know what we're gonna do with it.
I think it needs to be connected to the telethon.
Oh yeah, we got to get Burst on the old telethon.
Well, we need one more. Telethon? So we have this idea about a telethon because there's right now there's 11, but I think there's 11. But if we can get 11 people, I think. But if we could get 12 people that are running shows on the Crypto Writer podcast channel, then what we could do is we could break it off into like 1 hour segments, and we could do we could just go. We could just network the fuck out of it, right?
I don't. But what should we do it for? Like, I'd like to do it around an event. I don't just want to do it on a next Tuesday for no reason. So
I think the general right, because
I think
it's called on a Tuesday because it's cool. So just you be quiet.
Wait, that's
right?
what it's called.
No.
Got
That's
the
what our
crowd going up
that's what our show on
on a
Tuesday is called.
Tuesday.
Yeah, right. When you add on a Tuesday and anything, it just sounds cool. But we're gonna do it longer. But I think the general idea was maybe we would do it around the Finney 2.0 release.
Yeah,
And then we
that's
would make
probably
thing
a big enough event to do it around the 2.0 release. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I think that would be really good. And so the idea is like we would just come on, do shows, do promotions, and do, you know, basically everyone would come on for an hour or 2 hours and do their thing, except for Adam Carswell, who doesn't know how to sleep.
So Burst, we learned last night that Burst isn't a fan of the Jubilee bracelet on the gold watch.
That was you. That was you.
What? No.
That was you. I just don't like Jubilee. She's useless.
Yeah.
Shooting fireworks.
But here we're gonna get an Atomic King shirt. I think that'll be. Yeah, why not? Right?
Oh shit, that's a first. You usually tell me a lot. That's a first. Thank you.
You like the? This is actually.
I did want to talk about it, man.
Okay. Well, whatever.
I'm excited. I'm excited. The cool thing about this, and I don't know how you guys are doing it, but like you guys are releasing something where we can kind of build our Finney the way we want it. Depending on how different the Finneys are, future generation Finneys, if you're holding bare stuff from Series 1 or stuff that hasn't been blended, you might be able to save that for future attire to make your guy look sick as fuck. It's all about, you give an option to hodl here for the NFTs, which is really cool. Because I feel like there's going to be some of my stuff, maybe some rare stuff I might not burn and hold on to for 2 years. I'm like, okay, I'm going to add it to Finney 5.0. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think it's time to throw a Series 1 piece on a Series 5 Finney. Like, let's fucking go. It's a very cool aspect to where it's going. And I think I just wanted to touch base on that because we don't have that in this space. And there's a bunch of watered down writer projects getting dropped on wax. I think you guys are the forefront for this style of project, and I think people should continue to try to use you guys as inspiration to do something like that.
I think I agree. I kind of want a Finney 2.1 already though, because like as much as I like a Jimmy Finney, I would like a half pint Finney of my daughter. Because like to be able to build out like my daughter's Finney and then lock that in an account and give it to her when she's 20, that would be freaking cool.
So like, you know, our big thing was like, how do we build something? Because Finney 1.0 was limited, right? Like you burn a coin, you get a Finney. That's your Finney. So Finney 2.0, we wanted to build something that would scale to a point, something that was like somewhat sustainable, but at the same time, you don't want to flood, like you don't want to have 20,000, like 50,000 Finneys running around, right? Like that's like too much. So the idea was that, right, Finney 2.0, there's only, just like Finney 1.0, there's only going to be 10,000 Finney bodies, right? On 1.0, there was a burning mechanism and, you know, maybe like 30-40% of all Finneys get burned. Like you're reducing the supply by 40%. With Finney 2.0, we're going to stick to 10,000 Finneys. And we debated this. But we're going to make them upgradable, right? So, and we're going to give them a score. We're going to give them a power score based on how rare their attributes are. And then we're going to put a leaderboard and you know, they're going to be able to mine the in-game token based off that score. And it's going to drive, like I think I've told Jimmy this, and maybe even you, Burst. I got into like refurbishing these Italian road bicycles, like these old school Italian road bikes. And I'd buy a bike and I'd like change out a component, right, for a better component. And then I'd be like, oh shit, well now that this component's good, now let me change out the wheels, right? So I'd like upgrade the wheels. And then, oh, you know, now that the wheels look dope, like and it got to the point where I would change every single component to like the little, you know, hub bolts, whatever. Like I'd change out every, you know, there was always pressure, and I don't consider myself a collector, but I always wanted it to be a better bike, a better and better and better bike, until everything was leveled up and you couldn't level it up any better. And so I feel like there might be pressure the way we design this.
There's
to
going
keep
to be
upgrading your Finney. Like if you've got these pleb khaki pants on, right? You could start with that, and you can stake it and mine the in-game token with those. But then if like I said earlier, the cool, you know, trackies, that's what the Australians call them, trackies. We call them joggers in America. I don't know what you call them in Canada, but when the track pants come out, you might like those more, and you can upgrade them, and maybe those track pants are more rare, so they're going to give your Finney a higher power, higher mining power. But these old pants are going to get burned. They're going to be taken out of the supply. And then at some point, right, there's not enough bodies to go around.
Oh yeah.
Well, and you know what?
There's
What's cool about this is like the fashion industry in general changes every year, and like how much environmental resources do we like burn through and waste because people are changing the things. Now you can just change, like, you know, your virtual Finney dolls clothes, right? Like
that's a good
point.
Point.
Another, I don't know if you know this, Burst, but you can, let's say you have some pleb Finneys on 1.0 and you want to dress them up. You can take your platinum Finney, any metal Finney for that matter, and put it in the builder, and it will give you the Finney body. Really? And then you can dress that Finney up. So a lot of people have these platinum Finneys laying around, right? Or they win a giveaway. Maybe they don't have the money to go out there and buy another Finney coin. So they're sitting there with a pleb platinum Finney, and they can take that Finney and pull it in the builder. And then if they win some other attributes, they can dress it up and then go stake it to mine. So just another thing to think about when you got those pleb Finneys in your account and maybe you don't have enough to level them up. Hey, you can use them in 2.0.
Dude, so I just went to like go make sure I had none listed. I'm like, okay, make sure they're none listed. Pull those off. If I have any listed, pull them off. And then I went to look on the market. Buddy finally dropped that War Finney down, so I just bought the Mint 1 War Finney.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love
1900 wax.
Have you seen someone J&K?
Jesus,
I'll put
really
it up.
Cheap.
I'll put it up on this. I'll put it up on the screen if J&K can send it to me in Telegram. I think it's J&K. There's a picture of all like a bunch of Finneys, like they're on this background, and then you have War Finney in there, kind of animated, and it looks so cool. There's like 100 Finneys on this image.
I'm pretty stoked, man. There's so much you can do with this. And of course, you said the pressure thing. You're going to get pressure. You always want to do things in the space, and there's always a little hiccup to put you back 2 days, and then it ends up being a week. It happens.
Yeah.
And there's so many analytics that you guys want to put into play here. I know you guys are going to want to make sure it's right and mastered, and some things might need to be tweaked and monitored. You know what I mean? So, you know, you could put a little aspect in where your Finneys from your basic pleb Finneys, if you can continuously hold them for series, by the time you get to series 5, if you're able to give that a 0.5% boost to a token boost somewhere for holding on for it, you give it a so much 0.5 or % base every Finney release.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Boost. Those will get a boost, and that benefits you for holding. Like, this is the cool thing about this. A lot of people will like that, and you'll give them, you know, the incentive. The thing is, people like options, and if you can make your project options, you're fucking golden here.
Yeah,
you should let people upgrade 10 pleb Finneys to a red, white, and blue.
I like that though, like a time weighted power thing, where if you just hold it over time, its power is going to increase. That's a good idea. Man, we can do a lot. That's what I love about Finney 2.0. We can do we can do a lot of shit with this, right? Because we went in there sort of thinking, how can we still give 1.0 utility? Like, how can we also,
man, like honestly, I would actually go the other way. Like if you hold a Finney and you don't upgrade their clothing, they're gonna get old and smelly, and the power decreases, right? Like
no way. You get a Jimmy, you end up with a Jimmy Finney after a few years. Your Finney's all like hair's all disheveled. He's half shaven. He's got stubble. He's worn out. Oh, he doesn't work out. All his muscle mass is just like falling off his body.
It's like the property. It's like the real estate market in Japan, right? The value of the Finney itself goes up because he's from out of this world. He's strong. He's tough. He doesn't rust. But like the value of the clothing goes down, right? And that essentially is the real estate market in Japan. The value of your land goes up. The value of your house goes down. It's a messed up thing, but it seems to work. I'm just saying you shouldn't be able to hold on to a Finney and never touch it for 5 years and expect those khakis to still be worth what they were when you first put them on.
One of the earliest things, like when we launched 1.0, people were telling us, they're like, man, I wish we could make our own Finney, right? Like, and that stuck with us. So we always had that in mind. But I'm super excited about the fact that we can keep like producing, we can keep doing little mini drops of like 50 Tommy King shirts, or 50 Jimmy, I don't know what Jimmy does. Like Jimmy's an accessory guy, so he wears little like trinkets around his neck. Maybe we can do a little Jimmy D like jewelry drop where you can get these little dainty necklaces and dress up your Finney in them. But
hey man, you just pissed off half your audience. The only necklace I wear is the Aussie iron.
Do you have bracelets? Man. Do you ever wear bracelets?
Usually not. No.
Okay. But
sometimes on special occasions, but it's the Aussie iron ore, man. I'm telling you you just lost the clan, man.
Anyways, with Finney 1.0, you put all these Finneys next to each other. They look cool because they're all different. But with Finney 2.0, everyone's gonna be able to create like their fucking grail Finney, right? And it's gonna look. My Finney is gonna look so different from Burst, and Burst is going to look so different from Jimmy. Like you can basically, well, eventually we'll get there, but we want you to be able to design the Finney in your own personal style, right? So you grow an attachment to it. It's a projection of you.
So how the hell do I take that Finney and plug it into a metaverse? Because that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And can I get a one-piece Borat suit? Like that'd be wild.
I'm actually writing down Borat suit.
If I could put like a one-piece Borat suit on, some like disco glasses and a cap, and have like a pina colada in my hand, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I like the Borat suit.
I'd have to have my high tops on too, just for shits and giggles, man. You gotta
have you ever seen it's like it was a concert made for a movie, Talking Heads Stop Making Sense. You know what that is?
I know what Talking Heads is, but I do not know that.
Okay, so Jonathan Demme, or whatever his name is, he directed Silence of the Lambs back in the day when Talking Heads were big. He directed a concert made for film, right? So everything's like, and it's fucking awesome. But David Byrne, the lead singer, he had this like suit, this big suit made in China. So like the length is perfect, but it's just like a big fucking suit. Like I don't know how to explain it, but you saying the single one piece Borat, like the Borat suit and stuff like that, we could take that to a whole new level. Those are all like rhodium attributes. When you burn a rhodium coin, you might end up with something super limited like that.
I thought that would be a super limited one. So
yeah,
that's a good call. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna be paying for a Borat suit. I know
you're gonna have to burn a lot of coin. You're gonna be
dude. That's the thing. Like my guys, I'm balls deep in Street Fighter right now. Do not do it. It's not a good financial place to put your money right now. But I've been going in. I've been burning like a bad fuck. But like, yeah, I'm burning it so I get that one rare fucking thing, and I can see me doing this for that rodeo.
What's your best Street Fighter pull so far?
I did pretty good yesterday. So first series, I beat the mint spree, but I didn't get anything super rare. I did get mint ones in series 1, but not crazy ones. Anyways, series 2, I pulled a mint 1 build card, M Bison. So I was like, okay, that's insane. I have never hit a build card on any of these series under mint 10 because there's like 28,000 per template. So to hit a mint 1 is insane. So I hit that mint 1, and then I got a mint 4 power 5 Blanca KO, and then I got a mint 8 collector or mint 6 collector edition Sakura power 5. So those were pretty good. I got a collector edition. I was happy, very happy.
He's like, I've never. Well, maybe I have. I think I've ripped a couple packs. But Burst on his show, he'll like rip a pack of whatever, and then he starts going through the cards. I can't even keep up. You gotta slow down with that sometimes. And I love when you point out, like, he was doing a whole episode on like cogs. Okay, and I didn't know he's talking about the border width. Oh my god! But he's just
44 millimeters. No.
Yeah. This one, no. Oh, this one's kind of good. Look at the board, and he just flips through it. I don't. You got to be. Do you dream of cogs ever?
I know. I actually don't dream about cogs. Those would be all right dreams, man. Those would be
I used to work
floating around and spinning.
I used to work in a factory in Canada, and we had these big like metal presses that would like goom goom goom. And sometimes I could wake up like you know hearing this in my head, dreaming, right? And so when you said that, I just imagined all of the packs that I've opened and all of these images and bursts of energy, like waking up because he's got like some weird like Marvel pack opening image that's going on in the back of his head. He's like, what'd they get? I like it. That'd be good. I think though, like,
did I fuck something up here by not giving out a new form? Maybe, I guess yeah.
But no,
First,
you can.
Did I fuck up? Do you always give out a new form?
No. You just delete the people from the old form.
Then it's a new. I get.
No, what I do is I pull the winners. I make note of the top 5, and if they finish top, say we're to give another 5 out.
Yeah. Okay.
If they finish in the top 5, I just pull them out and go on to the next one, and I just with the ducks. As far as the wheel spin goes, you can pull them right off, right? Yeah. Singly. It's harder in the duck race.
Are you still doing wheel spins?
No, I moved on to the ducks.
Yeah, once you go duck, it's hard to go back.
There's one where I couldn't because I had more than 100, so I was like, I can't do the duck. But they say the premium. I was like, oh, premium, sweet. So I'm like looking at it, like, oh fuck, it only gives you an extra 50 people. I'm like, well,
wait, there's a pay. You can pay for premium.
You pay for more ducks, man. You could pay for more ducks. I
saw that. Nuts.
Yeah,
it's really nuts.
Yeah, this is okay. So the duck race. So NFT giveaways are becoming like a thing, right?
Right? Isn't it a business expense if you get the premium pay for ducks account?
Oh, for sure, for sure. But what I'm saying is duck race, like whatever server they're on, ever since we started doing these giveaways, they've probably had to like level up the slice. They're over there scrambling. So many duck races each day.
I'll be writing the duck race off. Come on now. Like, let's be real here. Let's be real.
You have to. I'm going to be writing this StreamYard off too, the StreamYard subscription.
Well, it's crazy what's happening. And like, you're just able to offer some people some freedom, artists, you know what I mean? Collectors, project creators.
Yeah.
All that stuff. They got freedom.
I know your boy Stochi just came into our Behind the Pixel chat, so he's going to be doing a drop with us. Excited about that.
Beautiful.
Jimmy would like Stochi because Jimmy's into a little how do I say it? Jimmy's into a little Jimmy's a bit of a swinger.
Oh,
well, he's been giving off that vibe. I don't know. I think why he moved to Japan.
I'll share my screen with you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
let me put you up there.
I'm totally, I don't swing that way, but I'm totally cool if you do.
Like, three titties, Jimmy?
That's really like bizarre new age type of like, what was Total Recall? It's really bizarre.
It's like all.
Give yourself, you want to smoke one, man?
I mean, I'm just like here's what I'm like, here's kind of what I'm annoyed about, and I'll say it like honestly, like I'm kind of annoyed that like this is funny. Number one, that's pretty good. I like that. I might actually buy that. But I'm kind of annoyed that this is funny, but somebody like Lars like takes a beating for his dark pinups, right? Like it's kind of like you put anything on an animate, like, you know, and it's okay, but like
Lars took a beating. Lars took a beating for.
No, he didn't take a beating, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's kind of like inappropriate."
Well, it's the same people that were probably complaining about getting airdrop Yoshi coins.
Yeah, that was.
It's that right? Same people, and it's the same people that got us unverified from both Wax and EOS for like 2 days because they were complaining that we were putting the same NFT on both chains, which we were, but it wasn't to try to like trick people, you know?
So one of my first streams, Jimmy, was this golden egg. This hands down is the best airdrop piece on Wax. Hands fucking
Wait, let me
down.
get a closer look at that.
Yeah, what's on the back of it? What is that?
It says Stochi Studio.
What is it? Is he holding? Yeah, but what? I see a hand, or
you see a foot, an ass, a titty, probably a clitoris. Yeah. It's all abstract, just all like slammed together. That's what he does. He just slams in images of the body, mainly women. But he does a bit of both.
What's the collection called?
Stochi, STOCCI.
I'm so gonna go
studio.
Buy some of that shit.
Basically, what happened with
I really like it.
What happened with the golden egg is you had these Easter egg packs, which I have a couple of, which is pretty cool. They're all pretty much open. So of the big pack, there's only 3 left to open. There's only 3 left to open the big packs.
Wow.
And on the little packs, there's only 13 left to open. So basically what this guy did is for the golden egg, you had to open those packs and get eggs, and you blend about fucking 50 to 60 eggs to get there. And with all those packs open, he's only able to get 21 out of it. And with the analytics, they might only be able to get 1 more. And since then, I have 3 in my account, and I get endless airdrops. Like, it has been the best airdrop piece I have ever gotten. And
for having nice moments. I'm a big fan of the peach, by the way, Stochi. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a peach. You know, in the spirit of Beck. In the spirit of Beck, I will put in a peach, and I'll find the cream later.
He did one with us here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him.
Well, the bird is good too, damn it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good ones on there. He keeps coming out with these little fires. Like, the cone was the new one. The ice cream cone was the new one.
Yeah, the cone's all right. I'm more of an animal type of person myself.
Animals.
I like the sumo queen though. Like, I'm buying a sumo queen.
Have you seen Lita the dog?
No, I haven't. I'm on here right now. I'm just like spending all my wax. This is the thing. Like with me, is like I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, I don't even know if it's like, you know, I don't even care about the mint. Like, I'll deal with this when I'm not.
His stuff, he doesn't mint a lot. His stickers have a higher mint, but everything else isn't minted that high.
Yeah, I don't even care. I just want some of this art. Like that, sometimes I get really excited about that. Ooh, HODL Be Patient is interesting too. I mean,
I love his art. I'm going to stand by this guy. There's a lot of artists in the space. He's one of them that stands out to me. He goes extra far for his community, and his drops are nice. Drops a lot of stuff to us. It's great. And he's cracking a beer.
You're cracking a beer. You guys are getting me in trouble again.
This is why
but it's okay.
Jimmy's spending money on Stochi. He's going.
Hey, was it last week? I was what were we even taking shots for? They got me taking shots of bourbon. The first one I was like, yeah, that was great. Barely.
Well, I mean, like it's
10
good
in
for
the
you.
morning.
Like, it's good for you now because it's Friday, so I feel happy about that. Like, I'm okay because I don't have to work tomorrow. It's all good. We'll have to see what happens next.
Fuck Jimmy, you went in, man.
What do you mean?
You went in. You just said you bought some Stochi. I went to go see what was bought. I'm looking at a bunch of Stochi shit was bought.
Yeah, I got sidetracked because I was talking.
You just click, and you just picked a few things. A little brown bag of Stochi.
I had the wrong account.
No,
okay.
This is like this is no. I didn't.
Jimmy,
he'll
never buy it. This is why we got to get him on your watch list, Burst.
No.
Keep him honest. Keep this guy honest. He said on stream he was going to buy some Stochi. Probably isn't. And he has
He did.
I did. I just bought really cheap shit.
Okay.
I cheaped out. But the reason I cheaped out is like tomorrow I'll get on the stream and I'll go and I'll look at like 2 or 3 of the pieces that I like, and then I'll be like, yeah, okay, like all right, where can I procure some wax? Because honestly, I have no wax. I got called out by like my own, by our own fans today, which is pretty funny because like I decided I was gonna upgrade to the gold Yoshi membership just because, right? Like I had, and so I decided I was going to do this. So I actually ended up transferring like some BTC over to be able to do it, which is I never do that, right?
Through KuCoin.
Yeah, through KuCoin.
Oh my God, KuCoin! All the verification is insane.
It drove me crazy.
My God.
It drove me crazy at first, but I'm kind of okay with it. So anyway, I went into Atomic Hub, right? And I was buying stuff and I just went, okay, so I had my calculator. I looked at like what the upgrades would be. I looked at like how much time it was going to take me and what I needed to do to get it upgraded. And Atomic Hub, I don't think they've always did this, but now when you buy something, it kind of grays out, so it doesn't let you buy it again. And so like but the screen doesn't refresh. So you'll buy like something and then you'll buy something and you'll buy something and you just go down the list if you're buying something, bundles or coins, and it'll just gray out. And so like I went from 14 wax on Yoshi coins all the way up to like 18. And then I took a break and I came back. Like I took a break and I came back and like somebody in our chat was just like, Jimmy, what the hell are you doing? You're buying Yoshi coins for 17 wax and there's some on the market for 14. So I go and I refresh the count. There's like 5 on the market for 14. I buy those 5 for 14 and we're back up to 19 wax again. And I was just like, okay, well, maybe I'll start buying some of these like, vinyls and like I was just like mixing and matching to get the gold. But I'm pretty excited that I got the gold. I'm pretty happy about that. I probably should have done it like way earlier, but I'm just really a big fan of like, what creativity can be brought into this space. I'm not a speculator. I honestly like if I look at something and it's like a number that I like, I'll pay a little bit more for it. Like even if there's a cheaper one on the market, or sometimes it's just like, I just like this artwork and I just want it in my collection and I'm okay to like, just collect like some of the cheapest ones. Right.
Yeah.
Like it just depends on what I'm feeling. Right. Like, and one of the things that, speaking of ultra rare, one of the things that I really like that I missed the freaking ultra rare drop, by the way, too. Like I got screwed on that because I was on the stream. I stream too much, man. And I don't buy shit.
Oh yeah.
But like one of the things was really annoying. But one of the things I like about what they did is they did the stage level, right? Like so if you had one character all through the rarities, then you get something special. And that was like really iconic to me. I think there's so many ways to play this game, so many interesting things that you can do. And it's like, I'm not like you, Burst. I don't think very many people are. Somebody said in the comments, like sometimes it's hard to follow what you do. But like that's the thing. Like, this is the difference between me and you, and I'm here for it all day. Like, to be able to watch somebody like you open these packs and be like, okay, well, I got this one. It's a special rarity. Like, you're a walking dictionary. You know what you got. You know what's good. You know what to put it on the market. I'm just like, yeah, I'm at a comic book store and I want to buy this comic because it looks cool. And that's pretty much all I have time for. But there's such a variety and a mix and an intermingling in between that I think is just such an amazing space.
Yeah. Totally, man. Like, I think what stands out with me is like I don't just rip packs and analyze pieces. I'm analyzing for my vault. Like, I fucking love collecting some art. I love collecting certain mints. You know, like having good shit. I'm addicted, but like, you know, it's I'm like that OG crackhead, man. Totally. Like, on here, you could put my head on that, and I could be sitting here like this at my computer all day and picking apart NFTs. And like, this one's fucking sick, and then I'll throw it over to the vault. I'll get offline for a bit and go be happy about it and come back. But no, like it's not hard to get sucked in by some good art here and what's being done.
What's the longest you've gone in the last 6 months without buying an NFT or selling an NFT?
So there's been about, I used to sell a lot a day. I sell 1 or 2 a day though still, which is not bad. But as far as like buying NFTs, there's a couple days I can go 48 hours, but I haven't done that lately. There's just so fucking much lately, but
yeah,
I do have the odd 24 or 48 hour time when I don't buy one, but it's tough. It's fucking tough. Some people put something up stupid.
Do you go through phases, like where you're just like because you mentioned like Street Fighter, so like recently you're just focused on Street Fighter, you're not really paying attention to anything
I'll be
else?
focused on Street Fighter for like 2 days, and then like I'll move on to something else. But like I casually watch the market. Like I bought that War Finney mid one because I've been keeping my eye on it. The guys had it at 4,000 wax. I'm like, it's a little much.
Yeah,
I want that. So I'll keep my eye on deals like that. But usually I go hot into what's happening. So like when Cogs was out, it was like 1 week of Cogs hard. I just kept ripping packs, and I was picking up the foils for dirt cheap because those are only out of like 5 to 20 now. And I'm like, the benefit there is going to have these sets long term because I'll be able to get somewhat of their token somewhere. But I gamble on some of this stuff too, and I collect. But that's the thing too, like is I'll focus early because it's cheaper. It's cheaper if you focus early, like the first 2 days on some good stuff. Don't FOMO in and grab the guy's mid one for 10,000 wax because he just pulled it in the pack. But if you pick through those guys and sift through those guys, you'll see a mid 5 for 10 wax, and you're like, yep, I'm grabbing that. You won't get that mid 5 for 10 wax a month out. You won't get that.
What's the usual? Like, what's the usual? So right after the sale, prices spike, but you sift through. Like, what's the usual trends? Like the
48 hours is a buzz usually on like people like spending high money that they shouldn't be on some NFTs. That's like when it is. And then I think it would taper off for about a month. And I think the mints under like 20 per se start gaining a little bit of value, start gaining the value off those floor prices in time, I would say. And if the project can hold within their community, it usually raises more. But you'll see big projects like Atari and Deadmau5 per se. There's just no community engagement. It's got good shit, but because there's no community engagement, their first series is really nothing.
Well, we saw that actually with the Oxymorons drop as well. Like there were a lot of people, and like I honestly believe it'll turn around. You know, just having D on the interview and talking to the people that we're talking to, because he's like our fans aren't even here yet, right? When our fans come in, like at the end of the year, and I think you're going to see this across the board with the wax space and the NFTs, right? Like I guess there's a few people who kind of bought Garbage Pail Kids and got into wax on like eBay and stuff like that.
I still love my Garbage Pail Kids, by the way. But
right? Yeah. Me too. But there's like the majority of people who are in the wax space, especially, are, I think, really dedicated waxers. Like I didn't even know about Garbage Pail Kids until Wax, if I'm honest about it, right? And so there's Ethereum's a little bit different. I would say like Ethereum, it's probably more like fine artists that are in that space, but I don't necessarily know if that's going to play out so well in the long run.
If they quit doing this with their tea, drinking their tea, okay, over there on Ethereum, and just get over here, it's more cost effective for them to just do it here. 100%. Like, just, I don't know, no shots to ETH, but if you have no money, but you're a really picky artist, you cut your ears off, your Van Gogh, I get that, whatever. But the thing is, it'll be less harder on you here as far as money goes to get the same style of art, you can get it out here the same way you can get it out there, and you can be as picky as you want with your art there. The same thing here, you know what I mean? So I'm with you on the same thing, where I don't know if it can go long term. Really, well, and the NFTs with the tributes, can you really gamify the stuff on OpenSea with, like? And I mean, no one's listening to me right now, and someday they might. But like, here's my thing: I don't see this happening for very long. And if this doesn't happen, I don't know, but something else will replace it that's better, obviously. But like, I see no reason why you can't fucking burn a Wax NFT into a contract and have it released on Ethereum. Or an Ethereum or a Zilliqa NFT into a contract and have it released on Wax. Like within the next 2 or 3 years, I see no reason why you can't burn a Finney, not burn a Finney, but like why you can't burn a Finney on Wax and have it pop up on Ethereum. To me, this just seems to be like the next evolutionary track, right? Like whereby these mints pop up, like carbon copy on the other chain as where they were. And that's kind of, I think, where we need to be. If you can do that carbon copy, because either than that, you'd have to upload all the templates from that collection over there and manually airdrop you airdrop the NFT that is the same mint, because you would kill value.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you burn a mint 4 blockchain heroes over here, a mythic rarity, and it pops up over on Ethereum as a mint 4. And I think that's where we kind of need to be as an industry, right?
But wouldn't the first 3 need to be minted with no owner, if that was the case, if you wanted to mint the 4th one over there?
Because I'm not talking about minting the whole series over there. What I'm talking about,
I get what you're saying,
right?
Like a mere NFT.
And
that's next level tech.
right. But like what we do with cryptocurrency, like right now, is we deposit them into a network like P networks, right? And we cross them over. And to me, this is the beauty of NFTs, because once you're able to move those NFTs by burning them and having them pop up somewhere else without these custodial networks, that's true decentralization. That's when you're able to like move your Chinese yuan to America without having to go through the banks.
But it's just, right? Jimmy, we've had this conversation. It's just, you're just wrapping an NFT. To have it on 2 blockchains at once.
You're not having it on 2 blockchains at once.
Well, then you're having a wrapped version on the other blockchain. It's like if I took a Finney, right, and sent it to a contract, and that contract sent it to another blockchain, it can't exist both places at once, right?
It's not quite the same thing, right? Because
it can't exist on 2 blockchains at once.
Okay, so what happens? So
unless it's wrapped.
No, right now, yes, but this is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is I think we can do better, right? So when you talk about wrap, like when you talk about wrap tokens, right? What happens if P Network goes out of business? All of your wrapped Ethereum on EOS is fucked. You're never going to get that back, because nobody's ever going to be able to transfer it the other way, right? So that's my issue with wrapped tokens, right? But wrapped tokens places the onus on this intermediary to be able to get your tokens back to where they came from, right? Especially if it pans out where you're on EOS and there's no value on it because the DeFi revolution hasn't happened yet, right? And like I'm totally throwing shade at EOS because they should have fucking done better. But it's different, right? It's a custodial, wrapping is a custodial service. If you could just burn it and it could show up somewhere else, it's a totally different thing, right? And I think like we can do better than rap. Like it's not fucking Christmas, it's fucking business, right?
I think we could do it. I just think that it's honestly with the speed of the space, like we think last week was a year ago. Sure, as far as content's going and what people are trying to pump at you, yeah. But as far as the tech goes, the tech is still where it was a week ago, and that the speed there is a week today. So I see what you're saying is doable.
And I'm not saying that like I'm not complaining. Like we move fast with what we do, and I'm not complaining that it's not done.
If the shit was easy, it would have already been done.
Right, like writing the script and code for that, and having all the serial numbers, and just like
I just don't. We haven't seen like IBC between big chains without there being some sort of intermediary that's, you know, like the touch point where things go through. I don't know.
And I get that, but I think this is
you're right. It's like if you so you're saying
technology is the benefit, right?
You're saying you send your NFT to a contract, it mints it mints the same exact NFT, the same mint number. On the other chain, and then burns it from the contract.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
but then how the fuck do you get it back onto Wax in the old contract it was in?
Well, you do it again, right?
Because you're gonna have idiots that just are like, well, it's not working over on OpenSea. I'm going back to Wax. You know what I mean? Like, just take
it's got a mint. Yeah, how do you mint? Can you mint? Like it would have. It would.
No. Like I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing. Like I'm 100% agreeing with you. The technology today doesn't exist, but like the fucking blockchain technology didn't exist until Satoshi, right? Like it's not like I'm not a technologist. I'm a visionary.
So it's almost like you'd have to you send your NFT back over to Wax, and it would have to remint all the NFTs that exist, tap into the Atomic Hub API, then burn all the other ones that people already have. So you're left with that one.
No,
shows a little recycled symbol in the corner.
It wouldn't
and
have to burn.
And then you stamp a Yoshi coin battery on it.
I mean, you don't even have like if you,
in the process.
If you stamp a Yoshi coin battery on anything, you know we're going to the moon. That's all I'm going to say.
That's Yoshi coin. They'll do that next. They'll say, "Hey, send us your NFTs, and we will mint them with a battery."
We're kind of already.
I know. I'm sure you are.
We're not actually but that's a good idea. I'm going to bring that up. We're actually like, and you're going to have to pay Upliftium to do it because we need more Upliftium syncs. But actually, you know, we are doing collaborations. We're
going to do a duck race. We're going to do a duck race.
I mean, I want a Finney battery tattoo on one of these somewhere, right? Like you know, with the flesh ripped off. Like we've done a collaboration with NFT Graffiti Kings. They actually took the Uplift wings that we gave out, and they painted it as graffiti on a wall in London. They took a photo of it. And we're going to slap a battery on it and, you know, use that.
Just going to slap batteries on stuff.
Just going to slap batteries on shit, man. I'm going to slap batteries on Finney's. Right? Yeah.
It sounds very inappropriate.
Right? I mean.
Speaking of inappropriate, we got the 6ix9ine duck race coming up. Yeah.
I mean, it's only inappropriate because of what's in your mind. I'm a 69 and I'm here all day for it. I mean, like I'm not, but it's Pisces as well. I mean, if you turn it on its side, it's Pisces and it works.
Jimmy, you're not drinking your usual, what's that thing you're always drinking? That stuff?
Oh, I'm totally drinking that stuff. It's right here, man.
Usually about this time, Burst Jimmy starts talking about the Japanese underground and Japanese women in little skirts. I
got DNT in it or what?
It's got something. Jimmy juice. He calls it Jimmy juice.
Whoa.
Hey, this would be a great NFT. Let's do that. Somebody take a photo and make an NFT called Jimmy Juice. That's good. You get 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
All right, they're off.
This is for the Jimmy Juice NFT.
Morton. Look at that masker. I always knew Morton was a masker.
Morton's getting rocked. Like he's been out front in the lead. Like I can just see him sitting wherever he's sitting, getting really upset.
We have like a Bernie Sanders duck pushing forward.
So Burst, I have one more question for you after this duck race, and it's a serious one. So get ready.
Ooh, Batman duck.
Butterscotch ice cream.
Really?
I mean, that answer might actually work.
No, that Adam asked me that on his show. That's why I just answered like that. That's what he. Yeah. So it was a good one.
You think if we didn't do NFT giveaways, anyone would watch this?
Yes.
Maybe like 5 people. No Jenka.
Probably about
30%,
50%, maybe.
Right.
Screw that guy. Screw him. Re-duck race. Re-duck race. Re-race.
Really?
No, that's Rad Crypto guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was Rad Crypto?
Yeah.
Well, we'll send him something. I missed the other places. I thought he was one of your on your list, Burst.
No, that's funny. You started it. Sorry. Yeah, no, that was
why.
Rad
Hey,
Crypto
why
guy.
is Rad Crypto guy always winning giveaways? I see him. I tune into your Twitch stream. He's winning. He's winning in mine. I think he's the one though that introduced you to us.
Correct.
Or at least dropped your stream. So I'm happy when I like Rad Crypto guy.
He's greasing his keyboard. You called it earlier.
Ooh, Doodoo Brown duck. It's a reindeer. It's a Rudolph. All right, Rag Crypto guy, you're gonna get the Finney. It could be the ginger Finney. We'll find out next.
I think I'm gonna get going, boys. I got some plans with the wife today.
What do you got? What do you got though? Tell us what you got.
Just taking her out for a burger and a shake.
Okay.
Taking her out for a burger and a shake.
Are you are you allowed to look at your phone?
Well, yes. We're actually going to talk about some things with the NFT. She's going to be helping me.
You're pulling her in.
Be trying to hopefully can make her a part of the team and pay her something for helping me out. She's better at some things than me.
Man, I've been thinking about doing this for a while.
She'll be like your Hollywood Taylor.
I'll be to be fair, she's Hollywood. I'll just I'll feed off that Hollywoodness.
Man, you don't want to be Taylor, trust me.
No. Yeah.
Do you know who Taylor is, Burst? Probably.
Yeah,
not.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
I thought, what's fucking hilarious is you said you're Hollywood Taylor. I thought you were meaning like Hollywood TAILOA.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That Taylor. I'm like, yeah, my wife will follow me around and dress me up. Sure. No, that's what I thought.
Does she have design skills?
Does she
have good taste?
Organization.
Okay.
Organization.
Got to get organized.
So if there's no fucking plan, it's fucking get out of my face.
If you don't get organized, you end up like Jimmy.
Yeah, well, Sean and I.
Hey, let Burst go. Burst, get out of here. Get out of here.
Nah, just 1 minute. Sean and I might have the same problem here, but here's what I want to do, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. So once you get on with your wife and you get things up and running, I want to do an interview with you guys side by side, because I think crypto power couples need to be a thing, and people need to understand, that crypto power couples are a thing. So go indoctrinate her over milkshakes and burgers, and get back to us when things work out.
Question, Burst, before you go. Do you know Rad Crypto Guy's account by heart?
Yeah, I do. SBTBI.wham.
SBTBI.wham.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on, Jimmy.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, boys. It's good seeing you. I'm excited for Finney 2.0. I'm excited. Thanks for doing the Atomic King shirt, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, we'll get her done later.
All right, boys. Have a good weekend.
Bye, Bears. It was a pleasure.
Later, boys. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, you give that away. I gotta go to the toilet thing.
How many coins is this? We've done oh, I gotta give more. We gotta give something to these other winners though. What do we give them?
Well, I can give them some stuff. If you send me I gave 2 Yoshi coins out already.
Well, my 1 Finney coin's worth like 30 Yoshi coins, if we're being honest.
I know, but I didn't used to give anything out.
Oh, but yours are personal. Yours are personal stash.
Yeah, that's true.
And mine are company stash of.
I'm not going to point it out. I'm not going to point it out. I just I pay for the stuff that I give, and that's the way that it happens. So
we're okay. All right.
Although we did give a land out the other day, which was kind of nice.
You gave a land out? All right, good. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna burn a Finney.
Yeah, you do that. I'll be back in a sec because I really gotta go.
All right.
But you gotta put that up on the screen.
Go ahead.
What happened? Why isn't it up there? There you go. See, that's what happens when you hit the button at the same time.
All right, folks, we are going to burn a Finney coin. We need Finney coins. We need Finney coins. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Let's try it again. Finney coin 4655. Be the one. I want that ginger Finney to oh snap. What's going on here, guys? I want that ginger Finney to be burned into existence on this show. Jimmy D needs a catheter. We'll leave that up there for him. Oh, not that. It's true, he does. He has a small bladder. This first coin's going out to Rad Crypto Guy, and then we'll do one more for the winner of the second race. You all right there, Jimmy? Ooh, let's see what he got. This is about as pleb as it gets.
Me and the catheter?
Rad Crypto Guy. He got the potentially one of the most pleb Finneys I've ever seen. Bald. Guy's bald, short shorts, platinum, bowling shoes. You don't got more pleb than this. I almost feel bad.
Sounds like my best friend in high school.
All right. Hopefully Burst gave me. See, Burst is great because he does so many giveaways. He knows everyone's accounts by their account. Like he knows who's associated with everyone with account names.
That's crazy.
I thought he said he knew the guy was a scammer or something and didn't wanted me to get rid of it, so I re-raced. Right. Rad Crypto Guy, if you're out there, just confirm that this is your account because there were B's and they sound like V's and D's, and I want to make sure I was hearing him right. Rad Crypto Guy, is this your account?
So while you do that, I'm gonna.
Did you do a shirt change? Oh
no, I didn't. But this is a good shirt. I like this shirt a lot, actually. It's my crab shirt.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this shirt?
It's good. I don't like it as much as Reese's, but I like it.
What do you mean? This is a too legit tee.
Because Reese's shirt had the Finney with the big afro and the beard on it, and I like that Finney better.
Quan says it is, so we're gonna send this. I'm sorry if you hear a blender in the background. My wife is making me my 1 p.m. smoothie.
That's
no, I'm kidding.
It's really cheesy, man. I mean, I hope she brings one out to the shed to me because I probably need it.
All right, that's sent. Now we have some other winners. I guess we're gonna burn one more coin. I'm in a giving mood today. and we'll give this to the winner of the last race, and numbers 2 and 3 of the last race will get a Tommy King's the first promo, which is stakeable on Wax, or well, on Wax Arena. You don't stake, you just have to have it in your account, but you'll get some Wax Arena tokens, whatever those are called. So,
well, and I'll give a 4 and 5 away as well. But
ooh, I don't know if I took all those names, Jimmy. We might have to run another duck race. What are you're giving away does it have a battery?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna give. I gave away 2 Yoshi coins last time that have batteries, and you can sell them now for much more than for probably much more than they were worth this morning, because I drove the fucking prices up.
Who is? I mean, there's got to be a stash of Yoshi coins somewhere. Ooh, another pleb for.
Well, we have a pretty big stash because people have been burning them.
This pleb.
And Yoshi coins don't get destroyed. We distribute them.
Is this is Raviba here? I guess well, to be fair, I guess Rad Crypto guy wasn't here. Let me pretend like I know what I'm doing when I check these accounts. Let's see if this is let's see if that. Oh, he holds. Ooh, a recent.
No, he's probably not. He might be a bot because he doesn't own that much. He's got a couple. He's got a couple of shovels, a Yoshi coin. If he's got 1 Yoshi coin, he might be a bot because we dropped 1 Yoshi coin to people who had certain things. So, like, that's almost a telltale sign that he's not active. I mean, if you're in the comments and you're active, correct me if I'm wrong. Shout us out. Tell us you're here. I am Reevba.wam. What account are you looking? Yeah,
we're gonna.
It's this dude right here. He's here. He says that this is him. So,
yeah, but that could be a bot too.
I don't think we have.
How do you know?
I don't think that we have bots on
okay,
YouTube.
so what people do sometimes, I'm not saying Raviba, I have no idea if they did this, but like what Burst does, he looks to see if there are common account transfers, because some people like to they like to put their name on the form twice, right? So like he'll look and he'll be like, "Oh, IW Plu was also on the form." So this is like a double former. He got the best comment award though, which someone pointed out, which is how he got this awesome, even though it's ETH writer. So that makes it a little less awesome. But I actually love this. I love this NFT.
That's good, right?
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, you know what? I say give it to him. I think he checks out.
Oh wait, a Taylor GM in here. Let's see what Hollywood's got going on here. Woo! Hollywood. He's got some coins. He's got a Mercis. He's got a behind the pixel drop. Oh, he's got a 50 cent.
What's that fox there? He's got 250. He's got 250. He's got 250 cents. Do you have 250 cents, Sean?
I don't know. I haven't checked my thing in a while.
No, you had to actively go and claim them. So this is pretty lame. The fact that we do this stream and you can't even come and represent
look at this guy.
50 cents,
look at this guy balling in Finney coins. In full transparency, though,
I know
we pay Taylor in Finney coins. We pay all our writers, people that help out in Finney coins, because that's what we do. But he's like hoarding them. Seems like he has a plan to. It seems like he has a plan that he's going to hold these Finney coins till they're worth like $2,000 each. when there's only like 10% coins left. You should always he's even got a bro punks.
I've got a plan to hoard some EOS Finney coins, to be honest.
Taylor Hollywood said he was going for the naked bro punk.
I mean, I kind of want to be a naked bro punk.
You could be a naked bro punk.
Right? I probably have to grow my beard back first, though.
Ooh. As long as this person didn't hopefully he didn't put iwplu.wham into the form, because that would disqualify him. Yasser, did you put iwplu into the form also, or did you just win with that one account?
No, he's saying I'm gonna come live. He's here for it. He's like, I come live and prove to you that I'm a human. It's good.
I think he's good. But Jimmy, sometimes people, they'll put all their accounts in the forum. That's cheating. See, you don't really do giveaways, so you don't understand.
No. I'm not saying like I think like I just don't think he's a bot. That's all I'm saying.
No, he's not a bot. We'll give it. Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll give him. You're getting this pleb Finney. Remember, guys, pleb Finneys can be used for their bodies. I know that sounds a little freaky deaky, but you can use a pleb Finney for its body, or any Finney 1.0 for that matter in 2.0. So keep that in mind.
Was that pun intended? You can use it for his body.
Ooh, no. Did I say it like that?
No, not quite. Not quite as enunciated, but close enough.
All right. I'm starting to think about lunch. Guys, what are we doing for lunch today? Oh, it was Adriana Mendez was posting some weird like bathing suit shots and like licking the inside of champagne bottle shots on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I'm going to look right now though.
Here, can we just pull it up on the screen?
Of course.
Because I think this is pretty funny. And I noticed something interesting, which is why I really want you to see this, to see what's going on with this, okay? Because something appeared on the screen, something appeared in the picture that doesn't seem right. So we're gonna analyze this, and I'm gonna use Jimmy D, my good buddy Jimmy D's help to figure out what is going on with the eye. Okay.
Is it it's not Brandon Lovejoy, is it? In the background.
No, hold on, dude. You're gonna help us out here. So I talked to Brandon Lovejoy yesterday, and we're gonna get him on next week to do a little tribal tea ceremony, and we'll see where it goes from there. So here, let me share my screen. So this popped up on my Twitter yesterday. And it wasn't a big deal. It was, there we go. A little bathing suit on the patio shot. Looks like Miami Beach back there, which is a good thing. Then things got a little kooky. What do you think of that, Jimmy? In one word.
Not necessarily. I don't have one. I have way more.
Okay. Than one word. But this is what I'm concerned about. Hold on. How do I oh. Look at the eye. What's going on? Look at the eye.
Maybe she has contact. Maybe
is that a contact?
Yeah, she must have contacts.
Or is that's a contact? But
I think it has to.
Doesn't. Aren't contacts round?
It should be, but maybe it's just misplaced.
So a misplaced contact.
That's my guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't wear contacts.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
Do you know how like sometimes they do AI, like AI creates people, and you can usually tell the eyes because the cornea is like a little. I didn't know if this was some sort of filter or maybe Adriana is just an AI, is really just created by AI.
I mean,
Has anyone actually seen her in person, or have you just talked to her over the internet?
I've only met her maybe 3 times over the internet.
Oh, see,
and like it's possible that like her body was taken over wherever she came from, and now she's just AI existing in the aether of Miami Beach. I mean, that's possible.
AI, or is she really in Miami Beach?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, most times when people go to Miami Beach, they meet Corey for a hug. I don't think she ever did, so it's questionable.
One thing when I'm zooming into this, a possibility is that John Trafford, our pixel artist, did this.
So is that the final answer?
I think it is.